All right, we back. We back. I know it's been quite a while, but yeah, we here. So as the title says, we're gonna be doing some Battle in 5 seconds. I read it not too long ago. Say like 4 months, and definitely one of that might be the best manga I read this year. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely top three, top two, top three, or top two, if not top one. And they even started dropping chapters not too long ago. So we're in a very good position. And based on the the dates when they dropped chapters, I believe the I believe okay. Yeah. The fourth program ended this year. It was like early 2024 on Mihan. I guess the officials I guess dropped this year, if I'm not mistaken. Mihan had had like was it 2024. So yeah, four program, one of the best arcs I've ever read. Especially when it comes to modern day manga. So yeah, so we're on a big incline, and then I never really got to talk about the series fully. So I got Sir Liz here. Liz, you could say something.
What's up? What's up? We talk about the greatest, one of the best manga, man. Real manga, real here, real discussions.
Yes, sir. So yeah, so we're just gonna talk about our thoughts again. oh, What's the chapter count now? It's like 25 volumes. Like
It's 26. Well,
26.
26 volumes released, but more chapters.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I read over 26 volumes, and you ready to talk. So how you want to do it? We're gonna start from like what, like the first arcs, and then just go.
Yeah, we'll start with the beginning because I think it really started off strong. Just
Yeah, and again, see, I told you I'm an easy pleaser. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on the stream when I read chapter one. It was after thing Helsing, like after one of the Helsing volumes. I just popped out, read chapter one. Akira. I mean, first off, the way they set up the whole. I mean, they cast him up through the game. So we already know he's a smart dude, ranked mad high, and then the foreshadowing of the sophist, the it's the name he got when he was playing the game.
yeah,
Sophist, yes sir. Um, but the thing was Mihan's pet that he was like five, four. He's like, whoa, who's counting down? And then reached one random dude pulled up, won all the smoke, and then Akira whole chase, and he won. Like, oh my, see, Akira's my MC, bro. He's my MC. But yeah, so he
yeah,
won,
he's
and then
yeah.
Mihan came and killed him. So it's and
That
then
was
he got brought into the game. I believe he was the only person that killed the thing, right? Like I think they said that.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was.
hmm So
Yeah.
big feats, none new, none. Oh, so technically he might be better than his previous version of the
Hey
of
man,
the.
we'll talk about but I think he's gonna be there might be a couple I don't want to say fraud, but it might be a lot of his kind. I don't want to say it's directly, but super subconsciously, he might know what to do in some of these situations because he's
That's
been
true.
in.
Yeah. I also
But
believe that. I don't have a problem with it though.
but yeah,
Just a theory, but
speaking of the first, I love the way it's set up because it starts off, and I'm not gonna say it's the most unique in terms of oh I'm the smartest and I wish I could play a game that could actually thing right.
hmm
But I feel like in a lot of these situations, the mangaka would set it up in a way that the character would have to slowly get into the mix of it and then realize, oh, this is not really the thing I'm used to, or this is actual serious shit, serious stuff. If
oh
like,
yeah, that's true.
but if you peep the VZ chat, it's they just pull up, literally oh, he's literally crossing the street, and then the guy just use it that double spread, the body just pops out like he's doing a drive by, just pops
Dang,
out
yeah.
and starts smoking, and then just the way the MC did fought in a way that wasn't oh he I didn't even get powers right away. He just used his brains, at everybody's thing, and then I like it didn't even matter at the end because Mion just like it was rigged, like you're gonna die. So simultaneously the MC got a victory, but it didn't automatically feel like he's already the number one person, right?
Yeah,
And I know certain
exactly.
series that are like they come on number one person right away, or they're like the top dog. But in this one, it's kind of like, yeah, nah, there's levels to this. And Akira's gonna learn that he's nowhere near the top, at least right now.
And I also love how very careful he was, because when he when in his head when he said he's gonna rebel and like destroy the organization and stuff like that, and then he was like waiting a while. He said, all right, they probably can't read my thoughts, because if they could, then they would try to like, you know, uh, cut the roots or
Yeah,
whatever.
they'll
Like,
probably
yeah,
just stop me out if
yeah,
I.
yeah,
If,
stop me out, yeah, and then they didn't do that. So he's like, they're either underestimating me, thinking I can't do it, or yada yada yada. But regardless, we up. Like he said, hey, y'all let me live. This gonna be your worst, your worst
you know,
worst mistake or whatever. Yes, sir. Oh, see, and then you used to remind you of the Faku, the
oh
when,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. Hey, that was like that was literally what I was thinking, but I felt like people gonna be like, oh, these you Kisogi fans always want to bring up their series, bro. But nah, see,
We
you felt
can.
it too. You felt it too.
We both fans of both series. You can bring it up. Real
Hey,
connections can be made, but because that was like crazy. Like he had them on the thing.
ooh. Nah, shout
Crazy.
out. And this is no powers, bro. That y'all gonna give this man powers? Come on.
No powers. Do you also you said yeah, like they say barely like no prep time basically.
Yeah, barely no. Yeah, that is true. That is so. This is like an elite feat. He giving, I always have him on prep time allegations. But he say, hey, hold up, don't forget chapter one. I was out here. So, hey.
He's like, I have chapter one. They could rest my laurels on for that. You know.
Yup, exactly. Press my crown and say, y'all can't hold me. Just the gap between them, whew, is big in terms of like base stats and all of that. But Kira said, hold up, we got these buildings. I got all these things to use. Yada yada yada. So, well, I
Yeah,
wonder,
let
do
me.
you think is those zombies that
No, yeah, it was antibody
yeah,
zombies.
yeah, the antibody zombies.
It's
That's
confirmed.
strong.
Like Leonhard gave it to Mio.
Yeah, Leonhardt knows the name. Okay, damn.
That whole 5 second, I just didn't you like not know why it was called Battle in 5 seconds until
Nah, I mean,
you got the
I think
clock or
I didn't catch the countdown until
yeah, the countdown,
yeah, yeah. Battle
Battle.
start. I remember they brought it back like somewhere in the middle of the fourth program. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
You had a gas. Well, you know
Had
when
me
it
gas.
pops up, it's just like it's a hype
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. It's time, bro.
I'm looking, yeah, like they had the one for the monster, then Mion pulls up. It's another 5 seconds. Five
Oh
seconds, he
yeah,
just
yeah,
pulls
yeah,
the cannon out and just
yeah.
murks
Ooh.
him. Oh man, real
Oh,
aura.
chap one. See, chap ones could be interesting. We're not gonna bring up irrelevant manga, but you might know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, certain manga
Oh,
right there. We
no, no,
know.
no. Look, hey, I was very conflicted with Mion just because I've seen characters like Mion a lot, but like Mion actually has a nice personality. It's like, or it has a, because again I've seen a lot of Mions, but the fact that she's linked to like the first time and the mom, and she has a lot of more things to her that I'm kind of like, yo, I actually want to like see more about Mion, because in a lot of these like death games, the the organizers, or like the staff, the staff organizers, or like the maids or whatever, there's usually that maid that's like Mion, that they have that kind of like super playful personality, and they try to like use tricks and yada yada, and no one can really do anything to them because they're part of the observers, the
Yeah,
organizers, yeah. And then, but the thing about those characters, that like that's about it. Like once they establish that like playful yada yada personality, that's everything you're gonna get from them. Like there's gonna be something more. But Mion has far. I can actually see some. Oh nah, this Ningako's wildin'. I didn't know he. All right. Anyway,
what do you?
nah, I was scrolling through chapter one, and then when Mion shows up, and then I know you can actually see. Well, this strictly for
Oh,
kids.
okay. I see.
So anyway,
Page
yeah, but,
40.
but Mion is much more than just being having that personality. Like she's linked to a lot of things, and the scheming. I won't lie,
Man.
the scheming is nice, and they didn't make her omnipotent because
There's
she messed up one of her bets, so that's good. I was really hoping the mangaka would do something like that because I don't want because the thing about omnipotent characters is that they spoil. When an omnipotent character says something, is gonna come true. So that's why I always like when those very smart and powerful characters, especially when they make a bet on something that doesn't really affect too much, make them just lose the bet. So then now, as a reader, I don't have to just automatically assume everything they say is correct. Because you ever those series, right? Like when you're theorizing or
yeah.
whatever, and then like you're caught up, and then there's gonna be more content, and then one fan will bring up, oh, this is gonna happen because this character said it, and then that's it. So then you had all these like very well thought like things that could happen, but it contradicts what that one character assumed, and you're just like, man, is the mangaka just gonna let that one character be right just because the character said it? The omnipotent character, instead of like me really trying to think for myself. So yeah, when Mihan lost that bet, I was like, thank you. It's a very simple bet. Who's gonna win, X or Y? Mihan said, oh, I think Hex will win. And
But
then
why
we
one?
watch why won. I was like, wow, thank you, mangaka, because I was really scared Mion would be those. Everything I see is an absolute fact because you have to show off my IQ. I promise you, I won't think Mion is dumb for losing this bet. I'm not docking any points. It literally does not matter. But I would like to know that everything she says is in fact, so I can like think for myself. So that was good. Overall, Mion just I like Mion.
Yeah, I have a couple of things. I think first of all, Mion's whole personality is executed well because you said it can be hard, and I feel like sometimes personality can either like her character type can either turn up corny or more in more cases annoying. Just be like,
Yeah,
oh, this character that just like jokes. I mean, not even jokes around, but like, oh, they think they're better than everybody,
yeah,
and they have
yeah.
everything. It can be annoying, right? It's like, well, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have the charisma to pull it off, but she
Yep.
does,
Yeah,
and
she does.
I know we joke, right? Joke about like feats and all that, but like I like that the mangaka did give her solid feats,
Yeah, exactly. So we're not
like
just assuming she's good just off like her
just be,
appearance and stuff like
and
that.
just being an observer, right? It's not just
Yeah.
oh she's good because she's an observer. It's because oh she killed an observer in the past. Like we'll probably talk
Ooh,
about it more later
well,
because
we about
yeah, but
to
like
we about to do a part 2 and a part 3 based on we still try one, bro. Shit.
yeah we could like think, but yeah, because chapter one is pretty like
Yeah,
important to
it is.
say.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but we might have to do because there's so much. Like
Hey, I'm down, bro. I'm down.
just talking about like the fourth program might just be like a 3 hour stream itself if we
Yeah,
just
because
go
I
in
still
depth.
wanted to do a separate one on the full program, and this is a more chill stream too. So
Yeah,
that's
like
good.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
we're gonna.
Mion just great power, great setup. Just and she has a perfect thing of I'm interested in her character, and her mystery is still like, oh, what is she? Because she's obviously more than she lets on even now. Like even her powers, like
Yeah,
magician.
who, bro? She's only been using fucking cannon, bro. I know that's not your power, bro. I know it's not. And then
Nah,
when we got that
yeah,
P2 scene with Otomo, I was like, yo, nah, bro. All that rah rah that was being talked by Otomo, bro. Mion said, I know it's not who I think it is, bro. Come on, bro. You know I'm big Mion out here. Whew. That was nice. That was nice, bro. Especially since this was like a 10th century beef because Otomo was from way back then, bro.
this is the equivalent of somebody stealing your chain and then stomping you out when you come to get it back. Like
It's like, bro, you should have just held it, bro. Just hold that and stay home. You would have been fine. That's what it said. Pussies live longer, bro. No, it's just stay home. Be like, hey, Mion got it, but that's Big Mion. My fault. You know what? That chain is yours, bro. My fault. My fault for having it.
my fault, OG.
Yeah, my fault, OG. And then guess what? Mion not gonna kill you. You gonna live to see the next day. That's a good deal to me.
That sounds like a perfect deal.
Dude. So,
Yeah, but chapter one was nice.
And then, oh yeah, we spoke a little bit about how we like the when they're discussing the rules and how Mion used that one guy to. I mean, that's very obvious to use one guy to scare everybody, but you know, when she killed the cannon. Oh, she already killed him. But yeah, when she killed that the dude for cannon, um, that one action nearly just saved Akira's career. Like
Yeah, he
as
living
soon
off
yeah,
that.
literally saved her career. Like it's over. But
Yeah, man.
that's also really good too because I like how Akira mentioned that people might not like if I like because if she didn't do that, right? So Akira knows uh Mion's canon because he got killed by it. But someone else might not know Mion's canon because maybe Mion didn't meet Mion yet and didn't see her use it. So when he's like canon or tries to trick them into thinking the ability is canon, he in his head obviously he think of Mion's canon, but they might just think of some like random ass canon that's not
Like
even
a
good.
full cannon.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. So then, so yeah, they'll screw it up. So, and Akira pointed that out himself. He said, "Dang." So, and then the thing is, with this power, I already know there's so many series that can copy this, but they can never. They don't have the facilities to actually like think about all these like restraints and restrictions that
oh,
come with this kind of power. Because I didn't even think of like half of them. Like half the things I was thinking, I was like, okay, this will work, this will work. But especially when he brought up them thinking of like different things, like it's the same canon but like different things. And then he mentioned like two other conditions I wasn't really paying attention to when I thought of the power at first. And I was like, yo, I mean, Gaka's really serious, bro. Like he's not just writing to write. Like he actually knows what he's trying to do. So that was
yeah.
great.
In a lesser series, it's crazy, but like in lesser manga, did the mangaka would just have the MC have this power and have him like be obviously smart, right? It's like
Yeah,
whatever, but have him like be like tricking everybody. So they'd be like
yeah,
MC would make
exactly.
him believe that, oh, I can fly or do
Bro,
things, but
and it would be the dumb. He would just use like obvious words, and yet that's what Hosa like in a lot of people. Like I know Rin didn't believe him until no Rin didn't. At first, I forgot what it was. Because I know she didn't believe him. I forgot what exactly she believed, and I know Gramps in third program didn't believe him right away either. So I like that they really they established characters that like that because like you said in a such a series that's 100% success rate, and we already know the series we were just reading, right? That
yeah, I didn't
guy
want
with this
to.
power, yeah.
Oh my, he
I'm
would.
not name dropping. No free promo. No free promo.
No, 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 no. I was gonna
That
say it,
guy.
but
Uh,
yeah, I thought exactly what you were thinking. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and then they'll give him this power, literally 100% success rate, no fails, no. And it'll be the dumbest thing ever. Like we good, we good. So
he
I
would
like
be.
that the mangaka is very serious. Like that's one thing.
It's like, and it's got to be so exact. Like he even talks about it, Akira, that like it has to be, and even in recent battle, it's not even just like, oh, I have to know. It's like it depends on what the other person thinks. If they think that my power is a certain thing, and then when I go to use it, it's not what that thing is, and then I'm in a bad situation. Like
Yeah,
let's say I think my power is to, sh- um, uh, I don't know, like teleport, I guess.
yeah,
And like, oh, they think I can teleport anywhere, or like I have these certain restrictions. Actually, let's say it's just like the power to use fires. It's like, how do we use a fire? Like how is the thing? It's like you
yeah.
can't like figure out that power in front of the person that thinks
That
you
is
have that
true.
power.
That is true.
You gotta like know the power, and like in a certain 1v1 situation, like when they're
Hmm.
close to you and they just think, oh, my power is like this, and they have that whole thing built up, and you don't know what your power, you yourself don't know what your power should be. It's like you have to have such a, like, you pretty much have to have them in like a focused mindset, like, oh, this is what my power is, and like slay them, like it's just
Yeah, because
inner
like you
vision.
said, with fire, it could be a thing where they think you could just like raise temperature, or they think you can do like a like a lighter. Like that's the that's your maximum output, like the fire from a, a cider, and of course
Yeah,
it could be like small fireball. Like maybe they're a big fan of Fario, so like they think the fire can do them little them little fireballs that bounce on the floor. So it's just very not reliable at all, bro. Yeah, it's very unreliable. So hey, I like that that's all covered, and then like he's like, okay, and then of course Mihan is the canon perfect solution. Everyone saw it. Everyone knows how it worked. And then like he explains why that solution is like it fits all the condition. So
And it's funny enough, it's a perfect solution, but it ends up also being a limiter to him.
yeah, exactly. Because that's basically
Because
all he had to. He had to like he had to base his entire career off it.
yeah, it's like, and if somebody that you know that's seen you with the cannon is there in the
Yeah.
fight, you're
Mhm.
like in watching, you're like, I cannot pull anything else out
Yeah.
unless you like trick somebody. Like you have
Mhm.
to like do sneak stuff, but like one on one, and you can might be tricking. So yeah, that's like a good way to balance. Like the mangaka does a great way to balance the
Oh yeah.
powers that is not
Mhm.
too broken
Yeah.
and it's not too thing.
I don't know
But
about your wife though, but yeah,
yeah,
the
man.
balancing is good.
Oh yeah, man. Dude, balancing a couple, two things, if you get what I mean. Uh, yeah, man. That VT chat, like I was first of all, the Mia and the whole Prince line being dropped first chapter is crazy.
Yeah.
But
Hey. It's
this
good.
girl in the double thread, hey man, I had hope she was gonna be there, but
Ah, me too. I just saw it now, and I remember I was there. But let me-
casually
Nah, see,
dropping it.
well, Fighter Mangaka go trick me into thinking she gonna be doing so. Hey, at least my eyes are a bit happy, so that's all I'm gonna say. Well, there's a lot of people here though. I see Yuri in the back.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no way! Is this Hutijima or whatever? Hutijima? I forgot his name, but what do we call him? Just Jima?
who's
The one that was a fan of Ringo?
oh
Doesn't be you. And ends with Jima.
Kita Jima. It's
You said-
Koji Kita Jima.
Oji Kita.
Jima.
Okay.
Middle-aged man, by the way.
Yeah, but bro, we not going. Nah, we not going.
That's yeah. It's
Office
just
lady
not
star. Okay, so is Rin an office lady? I think like we gotta go back, bro. Was that ever confirmed that she worked in an
pretty
office?
sure. It's either office lady or a certain kind of work, if you get what I
Oh,
mean.
hey, work is work. You know what I'm saying? Work
You know,
is work.
hey, man,
I heard she's very good at customer service. You know? So
Marble Girl.
5-star ratings. I feel like no one leaves unsatisfied.
Hey man, I heard you booked that. That was killing me when you were around just booking her office hours, one-on-one consultations.
What a book calls it book for the week, bro. Use my life savings for that, bro. Hey,
Hey man, when did we find out her?
therapy, bro.
When we find out her power though, little honey trap.
Oh, see, you really gotta give up your life for that, bro. Like you see when people say they die in it, that's what they talk about. So we're not going to expand on that statement though. But
Oh,
you
man,
really
but-
gotta get ready to die. Nah, see, because that reminds me of when she fought Uncle Lupin. Was it her spit? Like, because like we saw him flick it up. I'm guessing she spit, or maybe
No,
she-
it's because she probably just a sweat, right? Like all that body, and I had her wear a
yeah.
coat and then use that thing
Yeah,
like
but
a
she would
huge
have
bowl.
to like sweat sweat on her hand. Okay, I
Yeah.
always think face when I think sweat, but
Like
yeah,
sweat on her body, and then she probably just used that action of taking it off as the thing. Because I don't know if she can do delayed reactions. I think she can do delayed reactions, right?
for what you said, delayed reaction.
Yeah, like if she puts her sweat on you, and then can she just like make the
Yeah,
weapon
yeah,
cure
she can.
afterwards?
Yeah.
So she might have just like thrown the sweat on her on him while he took the after
Nah,
taking
but
the.
it flew. Like it flew.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah. So that's why I mentioned the spit.
It-
you know,
mm.
if she spit
Yeah,
on you.
I still think it was sweat, but
Yeah,
man,
but
that
but she could also throw sweat too. Like it's very possible.
Yeah.
If she just gotta, because the thing is, we didn't see what action she took. We saw it we saw like a bird's eye view of Uncle Lupin when he flipped up the coin and then he just got popped. And again, see, those are the lying tricks and stuff like that like mangaka just do casually, and it absolutely sweeps the. I'm not gonna name it because no free promo, but like didn't have to gas it up. They were just like, dang. Oh yeah, you could just do that. Like it's not really an action that you have to take a step back and just glaze to the moon.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like, I don't
There's a
know.
lot of things in this manga that a certain other manga would act like it's the best feat in the world.
Bruh.
Casual Sunday for some
Yeah,
of these.
casual, bro.
But yeah, it's like so. For, first of all, shout out Rin's Fit. Yeah,
Ooh,
like
yes sir.
when we get to the first program, right? It's pretty quick.
Yeah. I think the first program. This is when I knew Swordboy was a fraud. I mean, of course, we put the gossip Akira, but he had no business not being Akira there. Literally no business. Akira, shout out you when he was jumping around using like the chairs and stuff. And the thing is, Swordboy, he had a huge problem of always trying to make people surrender. That's what I'm saying. If you're not about it, don't be about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like a real warrior would not give a crap you want to surrender or not. He just like he would just knock you out or end your life. It's like surrender, surrender now. So I'm like, bro, you didn't win yet. You pointing your sword at him saying surrender. You didn't win yet, bro. He lost 2 matches like that. I know confirmed. First and second program. I'm not sure about after that, but yeah, it's like that. That's 2 L's. That could have easily been 2 dubs, but that's someone's goat, not mine. But yeah, so
Chill on, man. Chill on,
I'm not gonna
Sword
chill
Boy.
on him. He lost to a normal boy. Training
Madoka.
Kendo from Granny. Come on now. No
Yeah, man.
excuse.
Yeah, man. That was thing though. That was Funny enough, it's Akira and Madoka both Kirisaki. What's is it? Kirisaki, right?
Yeah, Kurosaki.
Madoka Kirisaki.
Yeah, Padoka's a girl's name if I recall properly.
Yeah, man. It could just be
Or
general
maybe
neutral.
unisex. I know
Yeah.
Padoka Magic. Was it a magic girl, Madoka? I think that's the series.
Probably
right?
Madoka
'cause I-
Magica, but probably Magical Madoka. Madoka Magical, just Japanese, but
Yeah,
I
Madoka
think it's funny
Magic
enough that
series.
Akira does have the same thing. Akira also says retire, like a surrender and things like that. He does
Yeah,
also
but
like doing that.
but did he lose for it?
But-
I don't think he lost.
Yeah,
for
that's
it,
what. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He has the. He's like he wins. Has the MC thing that the Kirasaki doesn't
exactly. Like flaws are only flaws when you lose. Bro. You could do the exact same thing as someone else, but if they win, it's not a flaw for them. It's a flaw for you. Yeah, because
Crazy.
we all know Marvel. See, after Marvel Girl, that's when I knew it was flagrant. Because I kind of gave him a little pass because fighting the MC, you gonna get a little nerve. It happens. But Marvel Girl, shout out Marvel Girl by the way.
Yeah, man.
Too
Yeah,
bad she ain't. The stocks failed, but at least at the time we were up. No
Crazy.
reason to make Marvel Girl like to lose to Marvel Girl. And also like because Granny didn't see Marble Girl, she didn't think of like the restrictions that Marble Girl does have. So Akira was able to like play around more with the marbles than Marble Girl could have had. So those like heavy restrictions could also be a plus depending on
yeah.
how we go about it. So I like that the mangaka is playing around with these things. So we could see for ourselves the different situations when it comes to Akira's powers.
Oh, I didn't even mention like the obvious. We didn't mention, but the obvious biggest thing about Kira's power is if you don't have somebody to trust, his power can be deadly. It's like if you have somebody, you have to have some people to trust with the
Yeah.
power. Because if you don't, and they know, obviously, if people find out about it, they don't trust you. They can just literally make your power into, oh, your power is to just die,
Yeah.
or
And
like
Kumagiri, it didn't even work at all.
Mhm.
That geeked me, bro. I said, bro, see? Man, that Purgatory really exposed that man, bro. See, Purgatory was
Real had the MC breaking down, man. Then he
Yes,
came
sir.
back.
Yes,
end
sir.
of program 4 with him.
Yeah, new man.
But we're gonna keep BC chat. We're gonna talk about this, but the aura in the cover chapters for Akira, I don't know, man. This might be top 1 in manga.
Hey, I'm about the agenda. I'm about the agenda.
Just like purely aura, like look at like he just lock in when he the mangaka locks in when it comes to her.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that fight was nice. Little thing, quick little battle. The whole cutting swords thing was so nice.
Yeah.
And then Yuri's was obviously the fucking
Yeah.
the pervert
Yeah, the weird dude.
yeah, it's whatever. I don't think that mattered, but I think it just the purpose was just to find her. Not ideal. Ideology is it right? Her
And to show that she's one of the more gifted people with that power.
yeah, but it's also just to show like what her basis of a thing is and like what she bases of. Like her whole thing is she hates coincidences.
Oh yeah. I've never seen that before. I really haven't.
If only. I hate coincidences. It's like the way, yeah, the whole
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
and then
because like yeah, because like she believes that that's a way to just have people not necessarily give up, but they're just kind of like, okay, this happened. Well, it is what it is. They're just kind of like, no, 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 don't say that. We can take actions to change, or take actions to like you know change stuff, and we can't just blame fate, or just blame yada yada. So I do like that. She's that kind of like strong-willed character, and we see it throughout the entire series. Like when people try to bring up just to oh, it's just coincidence, it's just fate. Nah, it is not. we could turn up and make something happen. Yeah, so that was good. And also I know you was bringing up like the quote unquote nerf of Yui's power, but it's not a nerf, bro. It's only a nerf here because you have to master your power quick. But like, if you have
What do you
that
mean nerf?
power, I mean, not a nerf, but like the fact that it's difficult to master the power.
Oh yeah, no, because they talk about it like
Yeah, exactly. But I'm understanding that it's only because in this setting you have to participate in the match quickly. So like that's why it becomes a problem. But if you just have that power in general, it's godly because you'd be given time to train yourself. Obviously, whether it's a month, 6 months, 10 months, like it's up to you. Is your power, But here, there's a my wife.
I mean, I do think it's more than that because the mangaka says um VP VC chat like the thing like the bottom first one is like people can't walk when they first use the power, so it's kind of
yeah. I know. I'm just saying that because it's a time thing. Is that like if I get the power,
yeah.
I will master it eventually.
Oh
Yuri
yeah, I
mastered
mean
it instantly. Yeah, I'll master it eventually. It could be
oh yeah, I
yeah,
do
yeah.
agree with that.
6 months, a year, 2 years, 4 years, 10 years. Eventually, I'll master it. I just gotta keep playing around with it. It's just that it's not easy at all. And then they always emphasize why it's not easy. But Yuri just got that natural affinity with the power, which is great. But I'm just saying that like in this setting where you have to, I think they give them like 2-3 days, something like that. We're all fucked with Yuri's power because that's not nearly enough time unless you're someone like Yuri. But I'm saying that if you were in a situation like, let's say you're like in My Hero, right, where like everyone just gets a power. If you get Yuri's power, you'll be fine because like you don't have to master your power by a time limit. You can just take all the time in the world to do it. So it's like, so
Yeah, it's
that's another advantage for a power like Yuri. Even though, of course, in this setting, it it's not that easy because you're gonna need a lot of time to master it. But the power itself is still very very good. Just because
it's
um, as long as you master the power, then you take off, bro. Stocks
yeah,
flying.
it's like a example. Let's say is like if you're playing darts for the first time, right? Like a lot of
Yeah,
people like they could
yep.
eventually hit the bullseye, but they have to practice a lot. So we talk a lot of
Yeah.
practice, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things. And if but Yuri just comes in first throw, just hits it perfect, and
Yeah,
it's kind of
exactly.
just like hold
Mm-hmm.
on, like that's talent right
Yeah,
there.
that's talent. Exactly.
Like
And
Loki,
I
guys.
also like the emotions kind of like affecting the power too, because I mean that happens even without that power. Like in real life, like emotions and adrenaline and all that does affect your output, but that's both for strength and a nerf. Because when Yuri isn't like super locked in, then she's quite she's not as dangerous. So people have been when they kind of take advantage of, or like they have the advantage in the fight with Yuri, it's usually due to her not being locked in super hard. And then, but of course, if she does lock in super hard, then we all fucked. But um, yeah. So I felt like that was a good little kind of like a choker card for Yuri to kind of use when she's in a situation where she might not win. Then it's like, okay, if you do want to turn the tides, you got to Omega lock in, and then that's when we need that ideology boost, that kind of thing. So
Gotta crash out. The first crash out to make it thing just go all in. But yeah, I think the first program was kind of it's kind of funny. It sets up the it does show up the three uh well first of all the I don't want to say no, the two most important characters and three of the most important characters, if that makes sense, because Akira and Yuri are the most important, And Kurosaki, I don't want to see the third most important. He might. I think he has an
Yeah,
argument for third most important,
there's a argument for it.
depending on like you want to call like Neon or something. But
Yeah.
they're like,
But you could definitely
it's,
argue Kirasaki. Like he's on the table. He's a contender.
and it's like each arc we introduced to like the more important characters, but like the earlier you introduce, the more important you end up being. But
Oh,
like this,
okay. It doesn't always work that way, but I'm not.
I
It
mean,
worked that
there
way
is
here,
like,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, because like there's some characters that got introduced early, then they fall off. Like that happens
yeah.
in some series.
It's not all the characters, but if you show up early, there could be a chance that there's a more chance of you being if you.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Because especially writers are more attached to characters that they wrote early than like characters they introduced like way later. So
Like you can tell they kind of have a plan for this character,
yeah,
but
exactly.
have the Yuri. Hey man, say the powers. I was looking at the thing there. I wonder if there's actual truth to that.
Keep to what?
Kiro's like in the bed after the victory. Like, where does the power come from? And Miyam shows up, and she's like, it comes from. You have to take it in exchange for somebody's life. I don't wonder if that ends up being true or something like it.
Honestly,
Like,
with how the retired, how the 4 program retirement worked, I would not be surprised if they are killing folk with these powers, bro.
or like yeah, using like the you retire and then your just life essence just gets reabsorbed, and then you just end up being used as power.
Yeah, especially with how Otomo's Hoji body, or the person that possessed Otomo, how like his powers working is just like possessing folk and yada. It's just like, man, these observers. See, that's why I'm thinking that after this final program, we're gonna get into more like observer territory, because then we're done with the players, obviously. Like Akira wins, and then he now has to be granted a wish, and then like
Yeah.
in that mode, and then I feel like that would be now like the observer part, where it's like, because they want to get rid of the organization, but the observers are a big, like the big obstacle in that thing. So we're gonna have some type of observer. I don't know if he's gonna become an observer himself, but we're gonna have some like conflict with the observers, and they're kind of setting up the observer characters as well. You know, like Ting Ting, Neon, and for program we had a good amount of observer characters. Just and then even in 22, the observer, the white haired one, I think he's the one that made the dimensions, right? He was also
Yeah.
he got a volume cover, so it's like the observer aren't just like they might not just be like spectators, you know. They might end up having some.
They're gonna have some moments. I know, like all the like just seeing off Leonhardt, like you don't know me and her,
Yeah,
me and
exactly.
Spirity, but like just we can control bacteria. You know, like OD that is. Like that is OD crazy.
Wait, Tristan, what about his bacteria?
His bacteria, just being able to control bacteria is OD. It's like
Yeah,
crazy.
bruh, it's literally the number one. I cannot believe that ended up my number one in terms of like how strong the power could be. But it's too versatile. It's so versatile, it's insane. When I saw that he can boost his physical stats to the point where he can sort of compete with Yuri, I was like, dang. Because I know Candy Girl. See, before Candy Girl joined the group, whoo, that Candy was strong, bro.
Yeah, man.
That
She
Candy
had
was
the
strong.
she had that boost.
Yeah, she
Crazy.
had 1v2 nothing, bro. She was like, that's none to me. Like, oh my god.
Kurosaki had to get a power. He had to awaken a power. That's how
Yeah,
you know
bro.
somebody's strong.
I was like, yo. Oh
If you
my.
force the character to awaken a power up, that's a feat in my
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, definitely. Because like that means that they lost. Like they had to change themselves in order to win. So like they had to unlock new powers, become a new character, or an evolved version to get the W. Like that's crazy. And then she was just a casual op. It wasn't even like a final boss, bro.
Yeah, man, that was like, oh
Man, try to learn hard though.
yeah, that was. Oh yeah, Leonhardt, man. I hope I know all the observers gotta
I will
have the
never forget
powers.
when Otomo threw that girl in the
Oh,
bacteria
that,
fury.
that was Those are the best
He
things,
said,
man.
"Test this beer out for me, bro." I said, "Yeah."
Oh, that's how you know what Tomo. Was it Tomo Moto?
Oh, is it a moto?
Yeah, Moto.
Bro, I've been saying Otomo all stream, bro. Golly.
Iori Moto.
Otomo's the freaking. He's the Aoashi dude, but I'm so dumb. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, Moto is that's when I knew he was a real villain. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh,
Yeah,
he
because
got
I like these villains. I mean, it's fine. But like, nah, he was. I spent there like, why do you do that? He said, why not, bro? Moto did not care, bro.
he's
He said,
like, I needed to
I
get
don't
my
know her.
goals. Like, why
Yeah, he
would
said, I did not know her, bro. I was like, hey, that's crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, second battle, go introduced to two unks.
Oh, yeah. My unk. Actually, no, they both my unks. What the heck? Unc Lupin. Yes, sir. Nah, Lupin. Hey, who was in our team? Chrome Gear was in our team too, right?
Yeah, that's Uncle too. That's
Yeah.
another uncle.
So, because I wasn't too sure if you're also uh, counting Pringle's group. But yeah, so
Oh no,
on
Kojima.
Lupin, everyone's out here trying to scheme. All right, what do we say? What do we say? On Lupin said, hold up. We all gonna be friends. Hold up. Made a whole nice club, nice aura. You know, we all here coming together to get this dub. Like, it was great. It was great. And the
Hey
Kurumagiri,
man.
I'm glad Kurumagiri didn't end up because like
Oh, man.
characters like Kumagiri, of course, they only worked when they. I get why he didn't want to use his power, right? But in the grand scheme of things, you have to because everyone else is using them. It's so hard to
Not to.
compete. Yeah, it's so hard to compete with people that's using superpowers when you won't use yours. And then, like, I know he's saying he doesn't want to use the power that was given to him by the people, but like, to stop them from continuing to do their nonsense, you're gonna have to rely on it, and then that's what made the third program so good when he had that whole. First off, that's still one of the best backstories I've seen like this year. Like just off like what the content is trying to say, or no more like Komagiri's character, like what it's trying to do, especially the origin with like his brother and all of that. I really enjoyed Komagiri, really enjoyed, because I actually thought he was the older brother at first, and then until it was really like I was cutting the names again. But man, his older brother was a real one. And then like when
Man.
when the older brother sacrificed himself for that young kid, now Kumagiri, now he's looking out for the youngins, bro, just like his older brother. I said, nah, bro, this is
Oh
so
man. Yeah.
He said, now I get why my older brother was doing this. I said, is this not beautiful? Is this not real manga? That's
Yes, man. Yeah, but like, yeah, Kid Magiri is like such a character arc. Like, I'll probably go more in depth. Oh yeah, later. Kind of slightly later, but yeah, I'll say like it was kind of like funny. It was just like seeing like in depth, but I'll just say this: it was kind of like in funny just seeing you say like, I hope somebody has to die here, and you're like, oh no, Kimagiri's safe. They're all safe. These people are all safe. It's like not. It's like when we get the fourth program, like 6 people, you're like, oh, 5 slots to the thing, and I knew in the back of my head that Kumagiri would not safe.
oh,
But
bro, Liz, you should have told me, bro.
I could not say it.
I was not ready, bro.
But yeah, man, I like the second program though. Like, shout out
Yeah.
Lupin's thing.
Simple
Like,
as
cause he had such a thing. He,
Better than sports
younger,
festival. Liz, stop with the agenda. What in the world? Like, we're not here for agenda. You know, we just we try to have a calm stream.
hey man, yo, probably there's a tornado in Mary. That's crazy.
To the what?
A tornado.
Oh, in your area?
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad, but
Dang, you good, bro?
nah, it's just yeah. I won't say what I'm saying, but
Yeah. Lupin act like he got aura, bro. Hey, would you mind surrendering? Hey, I'll surrender to you, Ren.
But yeah, man. Or yeah, you're probably blazing through, but
Oh
yeah,
God. Nah, she didn't even. She shot like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. She shot like seven things at Lupin. I know it's so funny too because everyone was complimenting Lupin on how genius he was for increasing his chance of survival from like 1% to like 50 because of the coin. And it's like
yeah.
like this is a very resourceful man. He's pretty smart. He might be someone to look out for in the future, but next panel he just gets one shot.
He just,
Oh
hey
my
man.
god.
And looking at the wiki, it's hey man, we gotta relax with that. Relax on the disrespect. He can make button into a 7.5-inch rope, man. That's crazy. It's like
Into a
well,
what? 7.5 inch? Wow. That's a lot of
that's
inches.
yeah, man. Going crazy. I don't know why they had to make it so exact. Like, not they couldn't even give him like an unlimited amount of rope or like
Yeah. It's not even like 8 inches. This is 7.5. I was like, hey.
no, and not can't even let him control the length of the thing. But all the fights, I think I said this in the other channel, but uh
Yeah, see, and then Akira right here. There was one flaw in Sawatari's plan. If his opponent was a psycho who intended to kill him from the very start. This is what I'm saying. Crash outs beat literally all these super IQ order because like in all these plans, it all depends on the other person reacting the way you want them to react.
yeah,
Crash outs never react the way you want them to react because they don't care. It's like that's like when people act like some these MCs act like they're gods because they're able to like make people. I'm just like, dude, if you fight any crash out, I promise it will not be nearly as easy as these little tricks you like to do. Like that's just not how it works. When they're Rin. See, I wonder because like they didn't show where she's
yeah.
leaking. That Rin hasn't made any perceptible, but in the next instant, between
Well, yeah, so I was right. Like the thing shows up right away into the like the blades show up right in his body. So I think
nah, but
when Red like yeah, because
nah, but
it's
Akira said the blades appeared out of thin air. So she transformed the blades um before it hit him.
okay. Oh, it did, yeah. I see that panel.
Yeah, in page 5.
It
So,
has to
but
be
but
the
I wonder what she threw.
I
Cause
still think
it's
it's
not
sweat
blood.
because that's the
Yeah,
most like
it's probably sweat.
cause, like thing. But I was talking about like the whole thing for I have like different thoughts about each like the lesson of each thing, and the thing I think this lesson for the first thing is there's an idea. The whole beginning of the thing is like at least for the
You be
thing.
for Lupin and Rin.
Yeah, it's like I think before this fight, like even everybody, even the MC's like, okay, we don't have to kill anybody here, right? We can chill. We can just lose the fight.
Yeah.
It's like we don't have to think, but then Rin shows that hey man, some people just want to kill.
Yeah.
You gotta you can't just you can't trust your enemies not to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Hard lesson too.
It's like yeah, it's like it's something basic, but like it's kind of like in the I don't want to say human nature because it's a basic thing, but kind of human nature is probably the best thing. But it's something that doesn't sink in until you got to experience it yourself, or like have first-hand witness of that. It's like okay, yeah, this person wants to kill me, and like some people are gonna kill me, so I can't go through this program half-heartedly thinking somebody's so like everybody's gonna be kumbaya and stuff like that. Oh man, really killed off Uncle Lupa.
Bruh. Rip my uncle, bro. He should have just surrendered, I won't lie. Rin was getting the double regardless.
Yeah, man. They thought didn't think Rin.
Don't tell me he's bothering you that I killed him.
Why I saw.
You should stay united. I love Rin, bro.
You know what's crazy? She's Loki. Like I mean, she didn't Loki. She tricked Akira because you say Akira gassed up Rin. I mean not Rin. Lupin. It's like Lupin was so smart. He figured it out. The whole time, Rin was 2 steps ahead. Like
hey. See, people don't know about Rin IQ. They don't know. Oh yeah, and also a lot of characters that with Rin's archetype, they're not made to be smart women. Like at most, like honey traps is like the max, like their max potential they can get. Like those because of course the stereotype, you know, like him may not kind of give up the aura as Rin. You think that all they're good for or all they're capable of is like honey traps, and then that's it. When that's not nearly the case. You know, everyone's just like an individual. So it's like you could be talented in anything, but if you know you also like to have that little flair or that seductive like flair to you, then that's just another part of you. But like you shouldn't be limited to just that, you know. And I like it that Rin isn't limited to just um like trying to honey trap people, yada yada. Like of course she attempts as a joke, like to like Akira. Yeah, she knows it won't work. But again, I've seen a lot of the Rin archetype that like if a like they attempt a honey trap, whether it's like a honey trap assassination or yada yada. But then like if it fails or if it doesn't work or if they can't do it, then that's it. Like there's nothing else to them. But Rin, whoo, her IQ competing with the best in the series.
Like yeah, she has that crazy. Like you would think she's just the crazy. Like her entire intelligence relies on her just being crazy. Like you know what I mean. Like her entire schemes is I'm just gonna be more crazy than anybody. But no, she has the schemes and she has the plans. Second fight, we kind of talked about it, but yeah, man. Was it no? What's second fight?
It was Ringo.
Oh man. I mean, Loki. Loki, not even that wrong. Like I know what we think, but Ringo probably was smart to not show her power off here.
Yeah, I agree. And it would be very difficult to win. She probably could still, like, if she had to force it, because Komagiri absolutely refuses to use his power. She had an opening to at least like try something, but Komagiri is too strong. Like even without his power, he's very powerful. So and like you said, if she was to use his power here, people can probably guess what her power is, because it's not Komagiri's power. I mean, like I first guess it'd be Komagiri's power, but then when people really think about it, they'll probably be like, maybe that's not it. Then the next is just she probably copied it, and then
yeah. That's the thing though. It's like Komagiri is one of the worst people you can fight in this situation, just because Komagiri doesn't use his power. It's like if it's somebody else and they most people did just use your power first and then you use it, they could just assume, most people just assume you could just copy their powers and like seeing the power, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if Komagiri isn't using the power and he's forced to fight and she uses the power, they're gonna be like, hold on, he didn't use his power, but she can still use it. Is it like, can she know the power beforehand?
Yeah,
because
like Komagiri's team knows his power, but like their team doesn't. Yeah, because like if no one knew Komagiri's power, then you can get away with it because they'll know his power. But
I mean, Komagiri does have the night.
Yeah, but his team does know. So if Ringo uses the power, like if Ringo uses Komagiri's power for Komagiri using it, then like that's like red flags everywhere. It's like whoa.
Can she like know her abilities with like beforehand? Because that's like legit. Like even her, just that part of her ability is low-key more dangerous than Akira's ability.
That is by far more dangerous. Like easily, just even if her ability stops, and like she can't even copy it, but she just knows everyone's power. That alone still makes her, at least as a support, insane in this situation, in this setting, insane. Because knowing people's powers solves. So we all know third program. So many things Akira can do is because Ringo snitched. That's it. And that's what I'm saying. If Ringo was an op, oh my god, bro. Akira would had to struggle, bro. Because she would just snitch. She would be like, oh, there's Akira's power. He's finished.
He's gonna be like, he's so lucky that thing happened. But I guess we have to have that. Because it might be, it's kind of hard to write in a series where if the villain.
Exactly. That's why I like how the mangaka set it up. It just flows well. It's very smooth, and like the potential problems, they handle it by putting characters in the right places and stuff like that. So we good. That's like with the Mihan, like we talked, Mihan using the cannon to kill that dude in front of everybody. That solves so many issues. You know what I'm saying? It's not just showing off that. I mean, not just having the guy die to like scare everybody and yada yada, but that also solves the issue with Akira. Because if that didn't happen, there'd be so many loopholes that Akira would have to like do in order to just win every fight. Because like everyone would be different. He can't rely on canon, and then he has to somehow get the other person to believe the exact. You know, like it's too. You're really stretching it. So like
Yeah, it's like
it's
yeah,
just very smooth. So I really like
yeah, and there's like certain cases where it's actually good to give the MC like handouts and help
that.
because it just makes the story better.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's and like yeah, situations giving letting Kira having Kira's biggest obstacle, or biggest potential threat, and Ringo being in thing because it could. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, and maybe I wouldn't put it against the mangaka. To maybe like I trust his mangaka
Mm-hmm.
to make potentially make it so if Ringo was an enemy or somebody had Akira, Ringo's power, Akira could make it work. But
Yeah, yeah,
I
for
think it's
sure.
kind of just like you don't
Because
need to do
like
that.
Akira can still pick his targets, so if he's aware that the other person, he would just have to like in the third program when he was fighting in that group fight, he had like the team captains near him, and then he would target them and then use them to do certain things. So it's just that 1v1s are off the table against people that know his power. Like that's pretty much it. But if Yuri is there, we good. Komagiri is there, we good. Like there are ways around it. It just makes it easier though. With Ringo, and of course she's a fangirl. Surprise, surprise.
Hey man, she was she's
But
like
yeah,
a
with
twitch.
Ringo and Komagiri, she because the thing about it is that she can catch him off guard. 0.2 seconds of invisibility is all you need. Like if she just charges towards him and then goes for like a headbutt, and then they're about to like crash into each other, and then she activates the 0.2, turn invincible, and now Komagiri crashes into an invincible body, and then depending on how that works, I don't think he'll be one shot, but depending on how that goes, that's something to work with, and then like from there on it's up to her. But of course, it's never that easy. So it's possible. It's possible. But one thing I just didn't like is that she never tested out her power. That's the
Oh,
one
that
thing
was
that was
yeah.
very foolish in my opinion. Like I'm supposed to take Ringo seriously, and like things like this is what makes me look at Ringo and be like, you I can't
Yeah,
put
it's
you
kind
in
of.
the same level as I put these other people, bro.
It could
I'm
have
sorry.
been like where she uses her power, but she doesn't like um okay, yeah, she uses the power, but she thinks it's bad. That would have been like more
Yeah.
reasonable, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. Oh, I have this power, I tried it out, but it's not that strong. What, that kind of
Mm-hmm.
makes more sense. But then
Yeah.
Akira's like, hold on, you gotta look at it properly, look at
Perfect.
it
Yeah.
again.
That I like. That I like. Because it's like someone else understanding a power more, it makes sense because we're all different people. My perspective could help you understand how to use your power. Like that makes sense to me. But you not even attempting, because the thing is, she read like wait, hold up. Let me go back to her team again. Um, because I feel like she could have tested some people. Like she could have copied Rin's and then tested her out. Like while in the room, copy Rin's and then slightly cut herself and then see if she can make like a tiny, a tiny pin needle. See if like her power could be, see how it works. Practice with it. But alas, I wonder how she got past the first program. She probably had. Yeah, how did she get past the? See that fraud, nepotism, bro.
Hey man, you don't have to win your first program. Kurosaki didn't win.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn.
She just quit the first program. She's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, he's like, oh, can't do this. He's like, are you sure? Can you try? God, dang. Even Lupin tried. Shit, he went against Rin. Got smoked though. See, that's what I said. Pussies last longer, bro. Lupin tried to be King Chief Unk. Save the day. Got smoked.
Yeah,
Ringo
man.
said, I'm not carrying this team. I'm going to the bench with 0 points today. And then, yeah. And she lived.
Yeah, man. The third fight that was classic Marble versus
Yeah,
Kurosaki.
yeah,
We
we know
saw
about that.
we saw Coach Nelly come out for that fight and plan that
Yo,
stuff.
nah. I was really coaching. I gotta go back to that vlog, bro. I was like, hold up, shoot it this way, shoot it that way. I was like, hey yo, nah, Margot was nah, she was out here, bro. And I liked her design. I won't lie. Nice little beanie, nice scarf.
Oh man, that was so like it was such a back and forth fight. It
It
was a
was, bro. I
combination.
had no clue who was winning. I won't even hold you.
It was like, oh, Kirasaki's like, I got it. He's like, I got it. And then Kirasaki throws the shows off the one of the best parts of his power. It's crazy that like,
Yeah,
oh, I have a sword, I have a wooden stick that can turn into a sword that can cut anything. It's already insane. But I can take parts of it
it's
off and
crazy.
throw it as knives. It's also like insane as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then she has the marble underneath his feet,
Oh,
and
yes sir.
so fire. Yeah, yeah. And just like I guess lesson for this fight was just don't play with your food, Kurosaki. Finish a
Yeah.
match, finish what you
Mm-hmm.
can do first, and make sure you have backup plans. Yeah. I think we could speed through this the second program. Yeah. Thing Kurosaki. She had so much, but I don't want to say she had so much potential, but she could have done more. But no.
Yeah, Ogami had like Team Ogami. They fucked her up, but at least her power lived on though, for that one scene in the full program. So
Damn, man.
hey,
Battle the fourth battle, Akira versus
yeah,
Kitajima.
that did a lot. That did a lot.
First of all, honestly, it was so disrespectful that Akira starts a fight and he just like, I'm gonna experiment to this fight.
Yeah,
This is a death battle. This is a battle. This is a potential death battle. And this guy is saying, "Let me just get my power." Like, I'd be sick if I was the other person. Like, what do you mean? But he moving so fire. But then, yeah, he fights. We had that whole discussion about Kitajima's power, and like,
oh yeah, we were really talking about that one.
I think you say you weren't like moved by the power right away. You're like, it's not because I was,
Yeah, wait. I mean, I
or
could
like,
go back to one.
I was like, oh,
I do believe you are right. Wait,
yeah,
no. Wait, Yeah,
because
I
like
think you are right.
the manga was trying to imply anybody's power can be powerful in the right hand, but you're like, oh, but that still doesn't matter because Kitajima's power isn't that powerful.
Yeah, I believe so. Especially since Kumagiri was like right there as well. That was just like I think I used him as an example of why the power isn't too good when people uh when people like know about it because then they could just not use your power. No. I said if Kumagiri had that power, it would be busted because but no, Akira said the same thing. So uh well, I could always pull back the wad eventually, but and I know after I sat on it, and then I went on VC with you, like that same, like probably the next night or that same night. I was just like, wait. If you learn like capoeira, and he actually learned it.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
weird.
god, bro.
I was lucky we were both saying we both at the same time. He just needs capoeira. Like
Yeah, bro.
he and didn't he learn capoeira or
Yeah,
did
he
he?
did. Because like I only know about capoeira because of uh Patuk.
Patuk.
Yeah. So like I was like, oh wait, if he learned it like Patuk, we good. Yeah, see, I was right here. Someone who knows capoeira with that ability to be top one, being on the being on the floor in the nerf battle exactly.
Oh man, that was that was so crazy to me. Like and just yeah, like the Kira just had this whole plan set up and just fought. And
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I agree, but I don't think the fourth guy ability is busted. It definitely got some extra. It only takes two hands to use one of the four. Wait, does it take two hands to use?
It's one hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. So
next
so
paragraph you'll see it's
yeah.
one
So
hand.
I already messed up. Oh, yeah. See, because he okay. So I'm thinking he needs one hand on the ground, then the other hand has to like touch the power, but that, he doesn't need the other hand to touch the power.
No, it's just one hand, and
Yeah, yeah,
then
exactly. Because like
he.
in the fight, I think he wait. I don't even think he did that. Did he? Wait,
No,
did he?
it's no, I don't think so. It's just like it's probably just reflexes, right? Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like he had the elbow, like he had his arm up, but like that's
yeah,
just him like flinching, and then I thought he had to like. Okay, I see. Okay, so yeah, so I got it wrong just off that, and then for the check me someone there will be a lot of different. Oh, I brought a Marvel girl. Also, the respected office lady. I really called her respected office lady.
yeah, man, she was precise.
The respected office lady. Probably better if I gotta see her read though. Oh wait, you don't need two ends. Okay, yeah, I don't need two ends at all. If that changes things, you can pretty much force it. You gonna catch me calling. Yeah, exactly. You gonna catch me calling on the floor. Oh my god. Yeah, MTV said if you have to come. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even read your message because I thought I was spoiled. I spoiled myself. So just like, all right, Timmy send mine off and then read yours. And then yeah, and I was like, oh snap, same thing. See, but you knew, so tell me to count.
Yeah, man, not gonna. Well,
Yeah,
well,
because after I got my piece off, I see a big Liz paragraph. I said I know he cooking me, so I just alright, and then Timmy do some PR. I was like, hey, some capoeira. I put that just to ease the future
yeah.
pain. But now you on my team.
I Loki if I am that I yeah, Capoeira was crazy. There's so much like thing, but we talked. I don't think we talked about it in this thing or like thing, but like yeah, like Akira, just how way he figured out his power was just like that test, and like we got to see that it wasn't. I kind of liked that. I didn't say it before, but I liked how it wasn't like Akira didn't instinctively know how to use his power the
Yeah,
proper
yeah,
way. He had to test
bruh.
stuff out.
Not this kind of power. Not this kind of power. No, I would have been pissed if like he just knew the ins and out of this power. And I like how the power ended up being because it's very difficult. Because like people are gonna ask these questions, right? They're like, oh, but if there are five people, whose mind works, or if they stuff like that is gonna pop up. So I'm glad that what this was chap like 17. Yeah, chap 17, 16. We already broke all that shit down. And then and also like that they didn't like um for me I like when a scene explains things but you don't gotta explain it in order. So like
Yeah.
yeah, because like you know how like in the future those to kind of go back and be like, hey, when I was experimenting, this is how things were, or this
Oh
like
yeah.
targets yada. Like Akira didn't go, okay, this is how I'm gonna experiment. First I'm gonna try this. I don't need you to tell me that first. You can just show it first and then kind of like go back and then be like, hey, if you guys didn't know, he was actually testing out. And I'm like, oh, what I'm saying? Like I'd like that too, because it gives a bit of surprise and it kind of has you a bit more mystery too, as you kind of thinking and guessing. I wonder what Akira is doing, when he's doing all that nonsense. But yeah, I thought Akira though. He really do not respect Sword Guy, bro. I respect it though. Like you don't gotta respect him at all. But that's why I was really on Sword Guy's ass the entire time. Cause I'm like, do you see how Akira be treating you, bro? Golly, you
You
gotta.
just you gotta
I don't know.
win. Yeah, this is what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, I think this is the panel you disagreed with. I'll post it in VC chat where they're like the previous panel is chapter panels or is Akira, I mean Kuromagiri and Yuri saying this power is pretty lame, especially compared to canon, like the Kitajimas.
Yeah.
And then this is what Akira says, and I know you disagreed with this whole thing.
No, I didn't think it was powerful, but I also didn't think it was lame. Like for me, it was more like in the middle.
Yeah, but you like the whole like it's powerful depending on the person using it. You're kind of like yeah, which I kind of get because there's certain powers that are kind of like you really can't do anything. But
Yeah, like give Akira Uncle Lupin's power. He could probably make some work, but he's not being Leonhard, bro. Like,
no, he not man. There's a reason why you had a good MC, a good powers man.
yeah,
They're not be the MC if they got.
bro, thank you, because a lot of people always bring up, oh, why can't Blah be the MC? Why can't? And then it be people with the worst powers. I'm like, bro, you know the reason, bro.
Why can't Lupin like? We're
Yo,
gonna like
why ain't Lupin the MC, bro? Lupin not gonna make it far, bro.
y'all
we
gonna
we
call
need
it.
someone that gonna win in the end, bro. That's not Lupin.
You're gonna call it couldn't pride if Lupin starts beating people like leading
Yeah,
her with a rope.
exactly. Like, would you really enjoy a dude with 7.5-inch rope whooping Leonhardt, bro? I don't think you can make me like trust that type of writing.
You'd have to be like in like.
Is it
It'll be
possible to beat Leonhardt with that rope, bro? I do not think so.
low key, like just
What do? You can't even throw it at him. Like,
I'll lead her. Let's bet how long the rope is.
nah, it's 7.5 inches.
You know, like bet like how long do you think this rope is? Lead her's like 7. I'm like 7.5. I win. It's like that's how you
I
win.
lost the bet. Alright. It's over for me. It's alright, bro.
Crazy. You can't even change his ability. Is crazy. You can't even change the ability back. It's not like thing.
Oh, really? Dang.
I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know. I saw like he came back.
If my opponent was some, yeah, because that's the thing. When you tackle someone and then you hold nah, see, that'd be fun with Leonhardt. If you see, I wonder, does it cancel the effect when it's like currently on you? I think so, because it canceled that girl Amane. It canceled Amane's flank control, and like that's been on her for a long time. So that means that like with the power, the canceling power, you can actually tackle Leonhardt, take the bacteria. The bacteria gonna kill you in like 2 seconds, but if you like tackle him, go on the floor, then you touch, you win, because like the bacteria on you is gonna disappear, and then he can use bacteria to power himself up or to shoot at you because it's a power, and you just nullified it. The problem is the tackle part. He's not gonna let you do that. But if you could somehow tackle Leonhardt with that power, you win. You win. Like the panel you posted in PC chat, how Komagiri's on top of
Yeah, I was.
yeah. If you do that on Leonhardt with that power, yeah,
The problem would be not even just like even if you tackle the 2 seconds it takes for your hands to go from like. Because when you tackle somebody, your hands go up and you have to go down, right?
Nah. We doing special tackles. Hands immediately down, bro. Now the problem is the tackling part. Leonhardt would never let that happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We could work around that. You know what I'm saying? We can make like a big scheme and then get someone to like
I wonder like yeah. I wonder if like powers could be more like if you have the if I'm touching the floor and like I guess Logia maybe like it's like thing or like your fire power. If I can grab a sword or something and I stab you with that sword, does it also have the ability to cancel your power?
I think so, honestly. I truly do think so. But of course we don't have any direct proof. But I believe, because I feel like when you grab everything around you, especially since like the arm, like when he cut off his arm technically was like ranged, like it's not like a range a range move.
Yeah.
and it still worked. So I feel like the power is pretty flexible because of like stuff like that. I feel like it's pretty flexible. So if as long as the floor is touching, and then if the sword will probably count as part of you, just like the arm, even though it's cut, it still counts as part of you since it's your hand. I feel like it'll still work. So.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing, but that's crazy. This is sucking. We're basically just only 2 programs in, but let's choose like the final.
Go in order, bro. What the same stuff?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's kind of yeah.
So
Well,
all right,
if
was
you want
that
to jump around, if you
five?
want to jump around, it's
So
your stream, man.
we're we're at five now, right?
Yeah,
So you want to talk about Yuri?
yeah. It's kind of. I mean, Yuri one shot at it. The one thing the thing is just we were talking about. It was kind of just funny that the manga, like we were talking about, like I'm gonna say this. I kind of forgot his power was not the ability
Yeah,
to use Iron
Iron
Body,
Body. Yeah.
because we were talking about like how broken that is, or like potential, and his
Yeah,
ability.
yeah. It wasn't even his power.
His actual power even more broken. The ability
Yeah.
to
Uh-huh. But no, the condition is like you have to like truly. Wait, what's the condition again? Like you have not truly love him, but you have to like
observe. So literally just
observe him.
yeah.
Is that really what it was? You have to observe them.
House music.
You're not broken as hell. What the heck? Was it
Yeah,
really
it's
just observe them?
is able to copy the abilities of those he focus on. He's able to cover
You said copy
multiple
the people. I mean, copy abilities of the people that what
he's focused on. So like he has to
focused on. Wow, yeah, that's probably even more broken. Oh, of course, it's a better version than Ringo. I won't even lie. Actually, no, Ringo can see. Actually, yeah, I'll say because like Ringo makes up for it for being able to see people's powers, but um, in terms of copying, I'll say he gets the dub because he can copy multiple.
yeah. Oh, second program. Let me know if you want to just jump to other things. I don't want to just things, but
Yeah, so
yeah,
this is all within like two chapters. I mean, two volumes. So
yeah,
for me,
yeah.
that was a good dub because I enjoyed that little tournament. Not too crazy, but I really liked it.
So set up good characters, had some like good lessons,
I like how
power.
the fights went. And then I don't know why you said it was better than Sports Festival. I don't know why you keep saying that, but
Hey man,
um,
I ain't gonna fight the allegations. It might just be true.
okay. And then with third program, you can talk about it in general. Like we don't have to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The third
But
program.
wait, I
feel
want to say you were well, I'll say this first though, but you were moved by the fake Jin showing up in the trees.
Not at all. No. Till this day, I'm still not moved, bro. Till this day, he didn't hold it up for Oscar. He said, "I'll be the dad that steps up. I promise you." There's a lot of dads that step up in this series, bro. I gotta respect it.
Yeah, man, they all want that stuff.
One day is Liz, bro. Liz gonna be the dad that steps up as well. But
And me and Tintin,
but
no
yeah.
stepping up. I will be the dad. But
So you go chip her away? Hey, say no more.
I ain't not giving anything. But yeah, what were you saying though? My bad, I cut you off. With the third program.
Right, yeah. So in general, I was saying that third program was really, really good because it established the emotional foundation for the series. Third program, I say helped Yuri more than it helped Akira. I feel like Yuri before the third program, she had her own goals and stuff like that, but I feel like those goals weren't strong enough to take her to the tippity top. They were just like, she wants to go back to her family. She wants to go back to the abused sister that her mom's boyfriend had. So stuff like that. But like that's not really a motivation that like it's a strong one, but like when it comes to people that really want to win, like they would like crash out to win, it's hard to say that motivation is enough in those like life and death like stuff to really like turn the tables over to you. But I feel like with third program, she gained so much in terms of like friendships, lessons learned. With Gramps helped her so much in terms of just like giving her another reason to like want to fight, giving her another goal, giving her people to protect. We don't know her powers are based on her emotions too. So like when she's fighting with Ogami and them, it was not for the sixth sister.
Yeah.
She was not for the sixth sister at home. It was for Asuka. It was for Gramps. So it's like those new reasons she got to um, those new visions that she gained through the third program helped like shape her character, helped shape her ideals, really hone her. So going into the fourth program, I feel like if she didn't experience what she experienced in the third program, and then like we kept her in the same base stats, and then moved into the fourth program, but she didn't have that emotional foundation, she wouldn't achieve what she achieved in the fourth program. Because we know
And what
even in the fourth program, she kept mentioning, stuff that happens with Gramps. I want to, beat the organization to save those kids or to save those people, to save the green team, stuff like that. So I
like
really did enjoy the third
yeah,
program.
like I think yeah, like like Ogami like turns out to be kind of funny. Like she has the MC trope. Like we always joke that he's kind of like a stereotypical shonen MC, but she has a shonen trope of like the MC taking the defeat of a villain and using that villain's thing to motivate them. And
Yeah.
like we see that in Purgatory and thing
Yep. Yep.
where like she uses her abilities, like she uses like the whole like they come back and he has to fight them, and the way she moves is all like it's a combination of both like the grandpa and Ogami as her thing,
Yeah.
and that is so amazing.
Definitely. And I wasn't again the green team. I wasn't like, I was with Team Blue team.
You
but
blues,
yeah, the
yeah,
blue, the goddamn blue,
the blueies, the
blue.
stinky blueies.
But yeah, the green team. I wasn't like super attached to the green team just because I knew they're just temporary. But Gramps was great. I like Grams, and I like how they operated too. They had a good story of how they got together. It's just that those kind of see, I'm not too good of a person, so like, can I see like green teams trying to like set up camera at everyone like survives? I'm just like, hey, let's just destroy this place, bro, just to see how they just to see how they react. But anyway, I kind of needed them in the mud, but
You hating man? I know you be calling them greenies.
oh, absolutely. But yeah, so uh, I liked the Green Team's influence on my characters. Though Akira, of course, and I mean we already spoke about Yuri, but of course the influence on Akira is great too. And of course we also showed that the Gramps is not that he's not that gullible. He didn't just um assume that everything Akira's seen is true. Yada yada yada. And of course they even were trying to like spy on his like his words, because I mean it isn't natural like when they acquired his room, because of course they're just two random people, like that's natural. But red team, I feel like red team did a good job in terms of just being bad people. Messiah,
Um,
ooh, hey bro,
Messiah,
nah,
that was
Messiah IQ, nah. See, Akira a cheater, so whatever. Bro. Messiah, he made out the mud, bro. That's
he got
IQ made out the mud. So
man, they were moving so amazing. Like, I just enjoyed every second. But yeah, like his ability was crazy. But like in general, also like yeah, to talk about Yuri, you're talking about that. I don't know, like, say I like that the fourth third program showed that she had agency of herself and she wasn't just Akira's lackey for better lack of better terms. Like
yeah,
she wasn't just like, oh, Akira says it. Like, oh, Akira said, oh, I can't save these people, right? And then she just leaves because she's her own person. She has morals that she's not willing to let go of just because the MC was the person that broke those morals or went against them. Like a lot of these heroes had the main girl be like, I can't do, I know, I don't agree with this, but since MC did it, I can't fight against it. She's like, I'm gonna do it my way, even if it's a runaway, and I really enjoyed that. I think the third program was such a good step up, and like I'll post yeah, it's like such a good step up. I'm gonna I'll post it in VC channel. Yeah, I'll just
okay,
be posting, but like the way they started, like the start of the program starts with the end of the program, which is a motto,
yeah,
and it's kind of like in a lot of series where like this is it's such a good thing. First of all, this thing I was talking about earlier, thinking about earlier, but like a lot of series, it's kind of like it's kind of like this moment shows up and it's always in the back of your head, and it can kind of dominate like your thought about the arc. You're like just reading the arc, you're like, okay, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? Right? Like when is the thing?
Mm-hmm.
But in this manga, they was able to do such great hype moments and like such good other things. Like what you didn't quite forget about it, it was in the back of your head most of the time. It wasn't something in the forefront and
Yeah,
dominating your thing.
that is true.
And so when it happens, you're simultaneously like, oh damn, I did remember this happening, but also be surprised. Like you weren't expecting it right away. So it's kind of like in a way to do a surprise, like surprise. It's a surprise moment that was already foreshadowed, which is kind of crazy because that's hard to
Yeah,
do.
that's true. And of course, we have to talk about my baby girl Rin. Uh,
Oh,
Rin did her thing during Red Team. I said, "Oh no, but Red Team gonna lose." She said, "Yeah, but I'm not gonna lose." I said, "Ah, yes sir, yes sir."
oh
She said,
man,
"If this deal works, you have to say I'm a spy for the green team." I said, "Yo, we gonna win regardless," and that's why I like characters like Rin because when you're the MC, you if we're keeping it in the bug, you gotta hard carry the scrubs to the W, bro. That's just how it is. But when you someone like Rin, screw the scrubs. We gonna scheme our way to the top. We gonna do what we need to do to win. None of that. Oh, this person that's really not too strong, but they're my like friend. They want to enter the next program, so we gotta like help them, man. We got. It's like, bro, just leave him behind, bro. Just shit, leave him behind. We good. But yeah. So, and then her fight with the doll person.
the the
We're so clutch. We had Rin fighter because I feel like if instead of Akira fighting like the sword dude, and then he fought. First off, that fight was nice. I don't care if it was 3 pages. That thing, bro, aura. Man walked in, pulled out the sword and said, the guy thought he had the other guy's power. He said, swing, it's over. But I said, yo, the quick draw? Nah. Some swordsmen, they're not moving that clean. I'm just gonna say that. He don't even use swords for real, but he still look a little cleaner than some of y'all faves. I don't know how that worked. But that's how it worked. But yeah, if they switch partners, like Akira had to fight like the doll person, and Rin had to fight like the sword person, I feel like it would be much harder, bro. Much harder. I mean, of course, because Akira beat him in 3 pages. I don't think he's beating the doll person in 3 pages. So by default, it'll be much harder. But man, Rin really had to take out like a very difficult opponent. Like if Green Team had it, because like we already ran out of people. Yuri and most of the top guys were like trying to fight Ogami. Akira had to team up with some blue team member to fight folk, and then he had to separate from Kurosaki, fight more people solo, then go fight Messiah. Like we ran out of people. We really ran out of people. So yeah, I really did like that. Rin. I mean, them using Rin to take out such a powerful person. Of course, like there was a very
oh
smart move from
man,
Akira, but that also shows how good Rin is. Because like Rin didn't know how the power works. Rin just had to, she just had to just go deal with it, and that's also the reason why I really fuck with Rin, because a lot of her fights she doesn't use prep time. No, she can't use prep time. Like it's not at all. And then she just her thinking, her thought process is so nice, bro. She's so good.
this is crazy, man.
Man.
Yeah, guess who lost the thing though before Red fought the doll girl?
Ooh.
Remember your girl, the nun.
Oh my bro, my niece Liz. I was ready to take her to the moon, bro.
Had
I was
stock.
like, nun girl. Oh my, nah, the little voodoo dolls. Oh
Yeah.
my, I was ready. Liz, you saw me on stream. I
Yeah,
was
you were-
ready, bro. I said, nun girl, take me to the moon. That same chap, she was getting dope. Smoke. I said, nah, she gotta at least be alive, bro. Oh my god.
That's what happened. You always say you want you you gotta stop. Like I need some deaths, and it always ends up characters you
That's
fuck.
the people I like. Like I guess I gotta be a little specific. That's the people I don't like. That's what I need. They take away my niggas. Oh my god. Bro.
This ain't Ringo. She could have been the next. Could have been taking a Ringo spot. Please.
I'm saying, oh my. Oh, we lost Ringo, but this nun person, she probably has a decent backstory. She from the orphanage, found the local priest, the local priestess, took her in, learned the way. Hey, we can cook some up, but nah. Oh, and then Kurumagiri's niece, nah. Take me back, bro. She was
And
so adorable. When she said, "Unc," I said, "Yes, Kumagiri is Unc, bro." Like, I just love just. It was very cute. Shout
yeah,
out
the
that
whole
girl.
like yeah, and it was just like oh man, I love that thing where like there was a period of like setup where the fights were like they had they had the first clash against the big zombies and the meals like let's set up the fight, and then we had the one week, and so like
Oh yeah.
so it set up the fights, right? So set up
Mm-hmm.
like the thing. So we had like a cool, I don't, yeah, kind of a cooldown period of like, oh, we're gonna have these plans all set up. So when the fights happen, it just happened right after the other, one after the other, after the other, after the other.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't even realize that. That is good. So you don't have to have them like set up during the fight and then take a break. That's why that one was it Volume 6, where we just got like 3 fights, crazy power reveal, just back. Oh, ooh, I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
Hey
That
man,
was
you were
good.
right about yeah. Oh man, you're right. Messiah does have that thing. It's like that's the thing. This is the hallmark of power character a series is smart. As soon as they get this line out,
Yeah,
if your ability isn't, as soon as you say you realize Akira's ability isn't the canon, you're automatically like one of the smartest. Like, you figure that out yourself.
yeah, exactly. And then like Rin never truly believed it, and then I don't know how she realized it with a moto, and then she saw a moto, she was just like, huh. And then I think at the start of four program, she was like, oh, by the way, don't try to use them tricks, bro, because it's not gonna work. Because I know your ability is not. No, but that works for both ways. So now Akira doesn't have to waste his time trying
Uh,
to like be
yeah,
cute, because like if he thinks that Rin like you can't trick Rin anymore because she knows for a fact your ability isn't canon. So just like with Kumagiri and Purgatory, no matter what you say, it won't work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like instead of like Rin was like, hey, instead of trying to waste your time trying to like in the future trying to do stuff like that, nah, I already know. I was like, yo, Rin, hey, and like you said, people that find that out, we good, bro. But yeah, this is a good thing too for Akira. Like I mentioned, I love how this manga holds like both the weaknesses of Akira's ability could sometimes also be turned to strength or its strengths depending on what perspective. Because here, it's good that he knows that his real ability is in canon because he still doesn't know what his real ability is. So when he uses his canon, if he tries to use something else, like the guy's like, oh wait, his ability is not canon. So what is it? And then when he starts thinking about what his power really is, now we can do more things. We're not just limited to just canon. But like people that think his ability is canon, like you mentioned before, he's stuck just using canon the entire time.
yeah.
Yeah. So and since the guy's very smart too, he's gonna start thinking of like a lot of different ways that he can use canon and something else. And then that will benefit Akira if Akira can just lead him to the right direction. That will benefit him. So it's shout out Messiah, shout out Messiah.
It's just everything. Yeah. Oh man, like
Oh, and then he used his like dying will to limit Yuri's power to get. Oh, I said Messiah, help your man from the grave, bro.
oh yeah, that I love
Ah,
that they like. It's kind of just like I love that
because
they're
we
what.
all thought they'll use it on Ogami. They never got to use it on Ogami. We had to use it on Yuri, bro. That's the real problem. We said, they said if you collect enough points, you can lock someone's power. We said, oh, we gonna use it on Ogami. We Gucci. Nope. They have to use it on Yuri, bro. Yuri the problem. I was like, yo.
Oh man, yeah, that's the thing. I love that this thing. It was just like the belief that they had. Like even Messiah
Yeah.
died, when Messiah was uh be defeated, and he's like, okay, I'm defeated. Ogami not gonna lose though. Like
Yeah.
we good. Like
Mm-hmm.
that. The belief in the thing was so nice. Like
It was very nice.
Kira has that belief in Yuri. It's like these are our aces. Like Yuri's the ace.
Yep.
Akira not the ace. Yuri's
Akira's
the
not
ace.
the ace. That's why he didn't block out Akira's power, bro. He saw Akira use 3, 4, 5 abilities. He still didn't block it out. He said, "Nah, Yuri's still the bigger problem, bro."
We talk about it. We talk about a lot before, but meathead ability is low key one of the best abilities you can
Bro,
get.
I've been telling y'all, bro. Give me the simple shit. The simple shit, bro.
I'll talk about some Akira's abilities. I think are so amazing. Like I've had to trick somebody to all this shit to get an
Yeah,
ability.
just to get one little power, bruh. And it gotta be a power that they either saw or like they it's like And then each
Meanwhile,
opponent you
Yuri's
gotta
like,
re-trick them. Oh my god.
meanwhile, Yuri's just like, I punch hard.
Yeah, I punch hard. I punch harder. It's like yeesh.
I get mad and I punch hard.
Yeah, I get punched. I punch the strongest. I mean, I punch the hardest. Like,
And
yo.
it's a top five ability. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I got
And
a
you're,
top 3, I think.
yeah.
I know I got right. I can't wait for a tier list, bro. Our ability tier list gonna be nice.
Oh man, but yeah, there was thing Omoto's appearance in this thing, just setting up his whole thing. That's a great. I think third program setting him up as a person was so well done. Like
Yeah,
he was the like
I agree.
he didn't even play a role until the end. Like well, obviously we
And
saw that.
I love seeing Akira get smoked there too. Just cause like it's always good to have like show your readers that the MC is not omnipotent. The thing you want to avoid that omnipotent sense. And we're not gonna drop names, Liz, because no free promo. But that series, I had absolute zero faith in anyone that MC will come across. Just because we all saw the nonsense that goes on. That's why when y'all bring the final villain, I literally had zero faith. He's just gonna do his BS and it's gonna work every time. So no interest at all. But again, here it's never that simple. Depending on how they set up the end tag, how the situation is set up, anything can happen. And then that's why you always gotta lock in and make sure that, make sure you're really understanding how things are gonna go. Yada yada yada. So it was great. It was great.
It just like everything about this battle thing was so fire, and like just I know you were especially happy about that because you're like you throwing out the Akira being like getting the what's the thing, he's a prep time merchant and all of that
shit, yeah,
and then he's
no
like
prep time, yeah, because he was trying to like do some prep. I don't know. And one thing too, I gotta give a shout out to Rin's power. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So like, that's very creative. I've never even seen any like. I think I've seen blood transform into weapons. You know, like a lot of blood abilities do that, but any fluid transforming to a torture device, that's so unique. I don't like. Is that even a thing? I've never. And then the way it's used, I would never forget for program Rin backstory. At the very end, tears come down, crying for her pops. Use the tears, bro. Liz, bro, take me back. Oh man,
man,
bro, that was so good. Cause again, I thought she's gonna get the usual dad abused me, so I turned out like this. Yet no, that was not it. They did have a complicated relationship, but the dad never like had that type of like that protected her, you know. He protected her, and then they both worked together to do what they did. But and I also like that the dad wasn't hard headed. Like he was just it doesn't matter. She did a crime, because he was one of the higher ups in the police. So like for someone that serves justice, no matter if your family member ends up a criminal, it's your duty to like still do the justice. But it's like, nah, bro, this is my daughter, bro. Shit, like, we definitely gonna hide from this. And then like it turns out that the JoJo dude, he swore he already like had the whole like he had his own like perspective on how the backstory went, and then thought like she hated the dad because yada yada yada. Nah, that's not the case. But anyway, yeah, again, shout out that power. So oh yeah, and the ability lineup in this series, I'm gonna just say, all right, there's that one series with quirks. Not too many cool powers, I won't lie. This series though, little dev game, way more creative. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I don't want to say it, but you were kind of right.
Yeah, I was thinking, hey, the most creative power in the main cast. You might say maybe Dark Shadow, maybe, but
It's
yeah,
so unique. It's that combination of powers that are simple but executed well, and so complicated powers that are used well. Because
yeah,
you got it
mm-hmm.
both in that,
Yep.
and like
I would
just
never forget when that dude had retry. No, rewind. Like,
yeah,
bro, are you kidding? That's insane. That's for me. That's like one of the like S tier support ability. Easy. If you had him on a good team, dude, dude, like he has to be the first person you take out. Cause no matter who you kill, he's just gonna rewind, bruh. Like you gotta take him out. Oh
oh
my
man,
god.
and it's just in his eyesight. It's not
Yeah,
even
it's
like
just the eyesight. It's so broken. But at the same time, it can't attack, so it's not that good. Oh my, this series is good. It's good.
oh man, it's so such a front. Uh, yeah, and it's just the way they set it up. It's just like yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just everything was so fun. We're talking about Rin's power. Honestly, mind you, it took until was it the third program or the fourth program when we finally learned her power?
I think fourth when we learned the exact ins and
Yeah,
outs of her power, but she was using it stylishly in the third program. But I don't think we knew it was torture um until fourth. Maybe after she beat the doll person, we found out. But I think it was fourth because they still had her like very ambiguous, and I did like that. They kept it ambiguous, or they kept it that way, because even though we met Rin very early, he don't gotta know everything about her now.
yeah, it's like
Save
thing.
it, keep it. Yep.
I think I like that. Like MCU just moving. They're all fighting. Everybody is the thing. The side villains even had the thing. Even like same ability, man. It's kind of crazy. Like, some of these characters have the same abilities. I mean, Akira Tomoto is obviously one, but that's the other sword guy and Kurosaki had the same ability, but the way they used it was entirely different.
Yeah, and the thing is, even after the sword guy met the guy, he didn't copy it. He got his own shit. That was cool. I could have I wouldn't mind him even copying it because like we saw it, steal some tech. That's no problem. I wouldn't dock points for him stealing that tech, but he said nah, I want to make my own shit. I want to come up with my own power that I master. I was like, wow, okay, I gotta respect that. And then that's also one of the big scenes that won me over. For me thinking Kirasaki was a bit corny, and to me saying, oh snap, he's actually becoming his
Okay.
own, like, instead of just being I'll beat Akira, that kind of thing. But now he's kind of being his own character. That's why fourth program was so good for Kurosaki. It literally like made him his own person, mainly because of Granny. Granny
Oh,
coming into the series, really separating Kurosaki from being one of the Akira fan club like group. And
and
of
game
course,
of yeah.
yeah, and of course, Candy Girl as well. Him evolving his own power, yada yada yada. Oh yeah, and then with Lizzie, you already saw how I easily guessed the freaking Kirasaki backstory. I mean, Kirasaki bacteria. I was like literally as soon as
Yeah,
they
man.
came, I was like, all right, the Seifoku. I was like, we already know, bro. I was just waiting for it, and eventually he's like, I will not be controlled. Oh, he
You can just
he
cut
thought that's the
everything.
coolest thing in the world. I said, come on, bro. I I
Yeah,
I,
man.
I already know, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But that is kind of crazy. It's just like sometimes it's abilities like I can cut anything. You're just like we can cut
Yeah, right.
steel,
Like you would think it's just
like materials.
yeah materials, but cutting power. No, I think that's fair because they already have powers that affect other powers, so it's fair game. Like the is it Kitajima? I keep forgetting his name.
And
Do you know the is it
yeah,
Kitajima?
yeah, Kichijima.
Yeah. Like Kitajima's power can affect other powers, so that's why we got that first, and then we got Kirasaki's thing where we know he could also affect other people's powers with his sword. So that was fine with me. Because like, if they introduce that first without no precedent at all, I'll be kind of like, all right, this might be one of those like all right, Kirasaki needs something. Tim just give him some BS so he could evolve. But nah, it made sense. It made sense. So I couldn't hold them.
And it's so just so well written. Uh, yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, keep BT chat. You were right. It was this battle against a doll, and the reveal of how her thing. Look, hey man, for Rin's power.
Look at my queen,
It's such a
bro.
hey
All
man.
bloody. Yes, whichever it is, I'll be just fine. That's how you scheme, bro. He said, "Do I care if Ogami wins or Akira wins? Hell no." Shit, what the heck? And I also like when she got involved with a moto in the whole program, and then she made the deal yada yada. Because she was just like, if Akira wins, then I'm free off my deal with a moto. But if a moto wins, then I'll be no. She promised
Messiah.
to retire right after
Oh, that's we're talking about fourth program. Okay.
yeah, she promised to
Uh,
retire right after the deal from
Yeah.
Moto. Yeah, and then but she gambled that Akira would smoke him. So she's like, I think Akira might smoke this guy. And he gambled. And then I think also did he clear her records? No. He cleared he yeah, they faked her death, so she'll be able to live in peace when she goes back to. Oh, see, we good because you can't even retire. Like, whoo, save my girl, bro. We good. We good. But yeah, shout out.
Yes, shout out, man. Shout
Rin,
out.
my girl.
Yeah, just so much.
bro. Even a kiss would be deadly, bro. God.
Yeah, man.
You can't involve yourself with her in any way, bro. Your life gonna be in danger no matter. Bro, her hand sweaty. She wants to give you a handshake. Watch out. She gonna kill you.
Don't trust her handshake. She not who she is.
And then I love that she had that Gucci mink coat on always. We gonna sweat today. I was like, dang. He said, if I don't have my designer coat on, sweating, charging up my powers, like I was like, hey,
Hey,
do your
man.
thing. Do your thing.
Had her gassed up. That's real thing. But the
Yeah,
whole fight.
that office girl salary, bro. Good stuff.
Hey, man. Or she getting double extra salary for somebody called from you, man.
Oh my god. Okay, so we can kind of go over a bit of four program.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll stick the super strict ones for the separate stream, but at least for
Are we gonna do a more in depth thing with third as well, or no?
I mean, even though I like third, I didn't. Again, I wasn't like super
Okay.
into like the green team, so like going step by step with like the green team stuff.
I don't want to say like super in depth. That's the thing, but like more like thing because we did like a Granny's betrayal and like the different fights. So there's some good moments there that we could probably more talk about later on. Like I don't have to go like.
I mean, I would just do it now. I won't lie, and then I guess we just see four program for. I mean, four program would be just super general then, because third program, it's cool, but that's not what I'll do like a stream.
Okay, yeah, because that's true. That is true.
Program was one of like the greatest arcs I've ever read, so that's why I want to.
Okay, I mean we could do more in depth with fourth, and then like third. Well, there's like a couple of things, just like
Yeah.
I mean, Granny's betrayal was crazy.
Yeah, I could not tell at all. That was one of the. But and the thing is, I can't hold her because. See, she saw how Ogami and them were treated back then, and then she didn't stand up for him. So she's like, at least now I could do some. But at the same time, you're betraying another set of kids. But like, she, you know, the kids she first like raised up, like to her, those were basically her kids. So like, Gami and Messiah and them, like I get it, I really do get it. So and then the thing with like Ringo, like the Ringo fight. I can't hold Ringo too much because, you know, she got the dub, but it didn't feel too. I guess my anti-bias against Ringo, but like I remember she like used the baby as like a hostage, and I'm just like, this dub came from like the insane personality of like the lady, because like low key that baby does not matter. I'm not gonna hold you. That baby it doesn't matter. But because of her weird like the trauma she had and the guilt, that baby represented like everything. So Ringo could use that, like using the baby mid match to. I think she tricked her to thinking like the baby was behind the cannon. I mean behind the fountain or whatever. I don't know. It was some weird thing with the baby, and then she ends up getting the dub. Which I mean, it is scheming, yada. So like, it's not like I'm docking points from it, but it didn't feel like I don't know. It wasn't like a real.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get what
I
you
think
mean.
the fact that that baby was used, that's probably why.
Okay,
And it's
yeah.
not even like I'm one of those people that are like have those like fake morals or whatever. Not really, but again, I think it's my Ringo bias, but um, it was good though. Like that's something like that's something she can put on her resume. So when I'm talking about another series, like if I'm comparing Ringo to another girl from another
Yeah.
series, I can use this to like help Ringo out. But Ringo in like comparing her to characters in this series,
She's not
yeah,
really.
like that's not like a fight.
This,
I'm like, yo, Ringo's so amazing. Look how she won in this fight. Like that's not really something I'll use. But
but yeah,
Granny though, again, Ogami was far more important. I like the Yuri thing was good because like he was linked to not only Yuri, was it Sen from Four Program?
yeah. Sen.
Yeah, I think it was Sen. And
No, it
then
was Oh, you're talking about the other guy.
yeah the see I don't want to use this orientation to define him, but the guy
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll get the name. Don't worry. You can think.
okay yeah so him um and Granny, of course. Granny raised the Messiah, of course. They made out the mud, um, and then Sen moved on, like from third to fourth program. Uh,
Oh, Kazuma Shishido.
oh, Shishido. Okay. So it's sort of fast, but I got it wrong. Okay, Shishido.
Yeah, it's getting yeah.
Um, wait, hold on. What do here? Where you finish this? Yeah. So Ogami was very like he was connected to a good amount of people. So that was quite a surprise. I didn't think he'd be so well connected, and his backstory, what it represented. I also like that too because um the see and it's so hard to describe um Yuri. I mean, of course, it's easy to see Yuri's sister because that's how they see each other.
Yeah.
But it's kind of misleading in a way that they'll think that Yuri's parents are abusing the sister when like it's Yuri's sister's dad. Anyway,
Yeah,
the girl
it's
you were taking care of, that's abusive, right? And
hers-
then I feel like Ogami was also used as a way to show what could happen to these abused children when they grow up without getting any light, without getting anyone that could save them. And then that's why when Yuri saw Ogami, she thought of, the abused sister. I'm just like, whoa, like this guy clearly did not grow up, in like just happiness and stuff like that. And then when she was really talking, like, hey, because he's talking about he don't feel pain, that all comes from his abuse every day, abuse, and then he turned out to what he did, obviously because of what he went through. And then, but the thing, but Yuri's sister found Yuri. She found someone that is able to protect her, found someone that's able to go so much. I mean, go so far for her, yada. So, Yuri's sister got saved by Yuri. So she's probably destined to live a good life, healthy life, yada. Ogami didn't find that Yuri. But we had young that's why that vision was kind of good. Because that vision had young Ogami finding young Yuri, and then they had that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like if young Ogami had someone like Yuri in his life, he might not have turned out the way he did. And then like yeah, so he's a fool to Yuri's sister, and then of course
Yeah.
the abuse, of course, back to the granny. So I feel like overall his character was very like complete. Like it felt like everything fit well. You know, like we kind of understood why he is the way he is. Why even on the grand scheme of things, you know, they said like it was kind of like two boys trying to build like a sandcastle, like, you know, making third program into like that like promised land that they wanted, and yada. And then even when he found out Messiah died, and he had that like tear, just like, you know, the forbidden land and something without you. Yeah, I was like, bro, beautiful. Because we don't really get bromance in this series that heavy. Closest would be see, because Akira and Kumagiri is more like Unk, you know what I'm saying? Unk and yeah, it's more like a
I'm confused.
yeah. See. I want to disrespect or call him like nephew, but then he did that. You know, the unky respect. You know that's unk, bro.
Yeah,
So
if
like
you Unc,
it's a
then
bit
you
different.
left.
It's not like bro to bro type relationship, but it's still just as strong as a bro to bro type. And then of course, Kirasaki is not a bro to bro type relationship with Akira. Of course, they're still like bros in a sense, but not in like a bromance type. But Akira, Ogami and Messiah gave us that. They were in a heavy, like the trust they had in each other. It was because I felt like I felt like there was maybe a possibility of like maybe Messiah was getting tired of Ogami's antics and yada, you know, because he's the smart one, and then yet he has to follow Ogami. You know, like some series will have, you know, they'll like sow discord between them, or have like drive a wedge between them, saying, "Oh, I want to be the king. I want to know, bro." The backstory talked about it, so did the with the granny, watched them grow up. Yeah, it was nice.
Oh man, all these fights. I posted one of my favorite panels. Whole sequences were like, Kira was like thing, but yeah, third. I mean, I actually think that it took I obviously I think fourth program surpassed third, but I still fuck with third so much
Yeah,
that I think it did take some time for the fourth program to surpass it.
It did. You're completely correct.
Like it wasn't just like right away,
It wasn't just offer it.
and then like the fact that it surpassed it and then went up like a few levels higher makes
Yeah,
it one of the best. Even though
we
the
find out
third
what's in the
programs,
series. See, it's like when I see Akira talk nasty, I be trying to
I
hate, bro. I be trying to hate. I'm like,
hey
someone
man,
kill him.
you
Stop making him talk crazy.
you
But
low-key won third program though ending Mortal.
yeah, bro, you know how hyped I was when I saw him in the mud. I was like, yes, get that man out of here, bro. And now I'm right back to my MC. Sure, it's like, but the thing is, an MC that not always wins, but an MC that like never stumble. He don't need me cheering for him. They gonna win anyway. But
Yeah, hey man.
you take some L's. You need some Nelly cheers. I got
Okay.
you.
Kind of funny that I could just bring up that manga again, but let me not, because it's kind of just too.
No free promo. No one's ever gonna know. No free promo. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, third program it was still. I think it was consistent. Just kind of wrap it up. I think third program really consistent all around. Good build up, as you said, it set up the most moments for
Yeah.
Yuri, and it also I think one thing it did was it made let the viewer know how the mangaka moves set up, and it lets
Yeah.
you like temper expectations, because you know now that the mangaka loves to plan stuff out and have these like moving pieces all around, so that when it's time to move things around, it might seem slower. Like I mean, I don't think any moment was really slow, but it might not be as action packed. You think so, but when it later on, all the pieces end up fitting together, and it just sets it up. I think you didn't like Green Team. I didn't enjoy Green Team. Shout out Gramps.
No,
I mean, you were like
it's
the
more
biggest
so,
fan.
Oh no. Sorry. Just continue.
I get what you mean. Like they weren't like gonna end up being permanent members. You couldn't get attached, right? So
See, I'll say like they weren't like the selling point for me, but Gramps, of course, I can't disrespect. You know what I'm saying, like Gramps was amazing, like all around. No, because I don't know when Gramps won me over, but like people were there because like you were saying new Unk, you know, new Gramps. We have a new Unk now, new Gramps. You know, I forgot when, but Gramps definitely was a good Like since he was the face of the green team, um, like like I like Grams. I'll say that I really enjoyed and liked Grams, and of course, seeing the effect he had on our MC duo was great. It's just that like I wasn't on that like, cause like green team, I don't want to say they were low key a cult, but they were all like, for the green team, we all must survive, we all must live. I was just like, we all gotta we all got. I was like, hey, we got to leave some of y'all behind. We go like I wasn't really about that whole, you know, we were all together, everyone
Yeah,
succeed, you know, because like that was like their main photo, right? And then I couldn't get behind that obviously because I'm just like, nah, we gonna win. I don't know about y'all, but green team, like the green team members, you know, like Gramps and stuff like that, they were cool. I'm pretty sure. I think I liked Oscar. I'm not too sure. It was
Asuka.
just Jin. The fake
I think
Jin
Yeah,
did not move me. That's all I'm gonna
Sa-
say, bro.
I think Satsuki was
Yeah. It was Sasuke. Yeah.
he
I was
was
like, wait,
moved
what
by
did Oscar even do for for me to? But Sasuke said, "I want to be the dad that steps up." I said, "Damn, all right. What am I
the
to say?
thing.
You know, so what am I to check in on
Yeah,
that?"
but yeah, so let's skim through the Kira versus Masaya fight. Great thing, Masaya's ability to just make you, if you feel any type of
Now
need to
I see.
pace.
Aren't these abilities so cool?
It's like,
Like,
yeah, at the moment you feel like you have to pay a debt to him, or the moment you think he does a favor for you, you gotta save him, and it's so like interesting and well executed.
bro,
And there's a thing, a lot of series that have interesting powers but not executing them well.
that's terrible, bro. And the thing is, a lot of series, I've got, you know, in series where powers are like gifted, because like you know how like series they have powers that you have to like fight for, or no powers you have to like train for. I would say. So it's like the powers you see are more so based on like a power system, or more so based on like how
Yeah,
you know, like testing like TBZ, right? So it's like
yeah,
how strong you are, of course, the your key attacks, how strong your punches are. Maybe you can get some after images. All powers can pretty much be under the same umbrella of like, you know, key attacks. Everyone has their own kind of key attack, you know, like that kind of thing. But like in these series where instead of having everything under like an umbrella, you have a specific, you know, like, you know, my hero, everyone gets a quirk. You know, like here, everyone just gets a ability. In these series, there's a lot more range of like what a power could be, and
yeah,
it's pretty common for series to like do things like that. But how interesting a power could be and how well it's executed—that's what separates the great ones from the mediocre ones. And this one is so good. It's so good
yeah.
because the
Oh
most
yeah,
random side characters would like the rotate dude. Are you kidding? It's not like I haven't seen rotation before, but the way he used it was pretty cool. I was like, yo, dude was rotating like the playground, and even Yuri couldn't really do much. I was like,
it was
well,
crazy.
he was cheating. He was cheating with
Yeah.
the rewind. Okay, he was cheating with the rewind,
Wait,
but
man, you
still,
use it.
he has his power. Like if he was fighting someone that wasn't have a top three ability, he would be cooking.
It's
Like
like, yeah, like some of these side characters have low key some, like, remember the for the person, the bartender guy that Kumagiri is fighting, has ability to
yeah,
shrink the
shrink
distances.
space. All right, bro. All right, now you really gassing them up. Shrink
Like,
space is crazy.
that is
And
so
then
funny.
Explosion Boy, the power to explode something of value. Like, who thinks of that? Are you kidding? That's crazy.
Yeah, so overall, I really enjoyed third program, and let's talk about fourth for a bit.
Okay. War
Cause yeah,
Program, again,
uh,
I believe is one of the greatest arcs in modern manga right now. War Program pretty much had everything. I love the setup. Like, even though, like, you know, there were was it 6 teams of 10? No,
it
no.
was
10 teams of 6? No.
six. What was it 6 teams of 11? I think.
Yeah. I said 16 to 10. I was like, wait, 16 of 10, that doesn't add up to
No. It
66.
was it was
No, because
11 teams of 6. No, it's six.
no, because they count the observer, right?
Yeah, 6 teams of 11 plus the one observer, so it's 12 teams. 6 teams of 12.
Okay, all right.
So 66 regular people
Yeah,
plus the 6 observers, so 72. But only the 60 or the 66 people, 66 regular people can be defeated and like kicked out, if that makes sense.
yeah. Mm-hmm. It
So
does.
yeah,
Yeah. So the setup was nice, and they changed the setting to Tokyo. Wait, it was Tokyo, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Change the setting to Tokyo, which is nice. They're changing settings every time. Oh yeah, one thing about their program, they also have a qualitative leap with the fights. Like
Oh yeah,
second program, fights were pretty good, but much more simple. Third program, he showed just how well he can make these fights, how tricky he can make these fights. They were
it was.
insane in the floors.
It was also well choreographed, right? It wasn't
Yeah,
just like oh we can explain the power, but the fights themselves look ass, right? It's
yeah.
actually well choreographed, but yeah.
hmm But yeah, so with fourth program, I really liked the different sections because them and I like how like when the powers got leaked, that's already like a big obstacle. So like, all right, how would they deal with it? Yeah, yeah. Ringo wants to go observe, but the explosion boy. Now Ringo's getting her own arc. That's one of the things that made the fourth program so good is that so many major characters had their own portion where they can shine. Ringo had a very long plot line, very long plot line. Explosion Boy was not a one-time thing. She had to deal with him and then met up for Kitajima, and then they had the thing, and then after a while, she met up with like Rin and yada yada yada, and then still had to check Explosion Boy, and then after that, I think after that was Akira's dad, right? Like that was like the after Explosion Boy was Akira's dad, or was there something in the middle? Because they after Explosion Boy, she woke up. No, no, she was in a coma. But yeah, so Ringo had a good amount of storylines, and she was like the main. At least she was the face of those storylines, and they even kept her. They even made her captain. Not even Rin, Ringo. That's crazy. And then Rin had her storylines. Her and Amoto. See, who get like villain fights of the antis are always so fire because you never know who's gonna win.
Yeah,
Amoto
this
pulls up, his gang try to jump my girl. You know she don't go out like that, bro. She was flexing on them, and then the way she was using bruh, her powers are godly, bro. They're literally godly, and low key, I don't even think you need to. I mean, of course, her brains are insane, but you don't. You could be kind of a meathead with her power. It's just that you won't win as easily as she does, but it's like
yeah, yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of
you leak fluids, and then you could just make giant torture devices to like just help you with, as long as you know. But she's just a genius, so her wins come way more easy. But I feel
it's
like you can generally use her power fairly well, just because you have the access you have to fluids. It's not hard to access your fluids. So
what do you? Is it like I think it's fluid, yeah, bodily fluid. So
yeah,
fluids you
bodily
make
fluids. So uh, spit, tears,
blood,
blood,
other
sweat.
things you won't mention.
Nah. We he said certain fluids might have an extra boost. We can't confirm, but
Hey
we have to
man,
move on. You know,
you could never think,
we
but
can't get banned off YouTube. But
hey man, yeah. So continue.
yeah, so Rin had her own. She had so much content this arc. Golly, that girl fought everybody, bro. But shout out Rin, her fight with Moto, her deal with him faking her death so her social life can come back, and then uh joining with Ringo, and then using Ringo to try to get to win points with Akira. It did work too, because when Akira came back, he really couldn't just immediately fight Rin because it's just not convenient based on what Rin already did for the team, and also they had bigger fish to fry, so he just had to kind of temporarily just accept the Rin or not like try to be antagonistic towards her. And then Explosion Boy, she had to play her role against Explosion Boy. Um, and then the JoJo dude. Oh no, the Frost dude. The Frost dude was first.
Oh
Nah.
man,
Nah, Frost dude thought Rin was an easy lick. And the thing is, Frost dude power was kind of nice. Frost dude, like his power was nice. Like when he was freezing everything. I'm not gonna lie, because of I mean, it's too bad he went against Rin, but a good amount of people is not beating him. They're not beating him. Or it won't be easy.
yeah.
And
Just
then right after JoJo dude, oh my god,
there
Rin
are
was in
so
the mud,
many.
bro.
There's only fights in the series where it felt it reminded me of the JoJo's of like like had JoJo. I think her versus this JoJo guy was a JoJo fight in a way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then we talked about the spinning guy and the whole thing. That was a JoJo esque fight to me in terms of just like how they executed the fight.
We spinning guy. Oh, you mean the one with the rewind?
You rewind, it's spinning guy with the
Yeah,
rotation.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because they do like 2v2s too with in like with JoJo and stuff like that, and it did feel very similar. Especially, and I know in part 5 they also had those like fights where there'd be like the guy that like stands like away and just like assisting, and then you have to kind of like find a way to. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Like, and they're so
And so far, none of this had anything. I didn't even mention Akira yet. But yeah, and then Sword Boy, he had his thing going on with the granny and then the candy girl, and then Akira's dad had his thing going on with I mean he did link up with Akira, but then when they had to fight those dolls, and then Amane, hey, Amane, that's a strong woman, bro. Strong.
hey, man. Yeah, just they had the whole thing. Yeah, Mane, Kowloon.
Sir, oh, Kowloon, golly. And the thing is, the side character cast, bro. So many series will have characters that overstay their welcome, whereas like they will have such a big impact, and then like they just spend the rest of the time not doing anything. So when you kind of look at them, it feels like they fell off because like you kept them around without having them do anything. But I like how a lot of these, you know, even the very minor characters, like the guy that could phase, and then the girl that made him a slave, and then we thought it was Flip. We thought like she was the one that was bound to him, the one with the red string of love or whatever.
Yeah,
You know what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, in that series, I mean, in that situation, we thought she was the one that was under him when she was the master actually, and then like, and it's so funny that Akira tried to preach to him. You talk about some. It's like think carefully about why he sacrificed himself for you. And yeah, Akira, you were trying to kill them both. I mean, they're trying to kill you first. But it's like these are two ops you trying to get rid of. Don't come trying to incite them.
hey
But come
man,
on.
he's like I can't. Hey man, he's like let me get off some wisdom points here.
Yeah,
You know?
hey, wisdom points. Hey, you're not wrong. And also with 4 program, the character development for RMC.
Oh
Woo!
my goodness,
Characters like Akira are so good, and they're good enough that they can just stay stoic. I mean, not stoic. They can stay
static.
static. And a lot of people are against. Like they always think that characters have to change. You don't have to change. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I mean, you could grow, but you don't necessarily have to change who you are, unless who you are before was not good. Not good as in like you're a bad person, but like it's not good enough. But some characters they are good enough. Like they have the character traits where they just adapt well over time. So like as long as they keep locked in, like you know, if the character defined as you know someone that's like you know they're ambitious, they're you know careful, they they can lock in well when they need to, yada yada yada. This kind of character, as long as they just keep performing well and doing their thing, they're gonna achieve great things. The only thing that needs to change is just their surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like what they go through would be different scenarios, but as long as they just keep persevering like they're supposed to or like they're defined as, then like we see a very like satisfying, you know, like seeing RMC go through all these different and unique scenarios but still staying strong yet like this is good, you know, like nothing wrong with being static. Characters like Akira from the first 10 volumes or whatever, he's more than good enough to stay static. I literally did not need him to really have any huge change because he's more than good enough. You know, if the series ended, he just kind of kept doing his thing. adapting well, using his IQ, using his brain, doing his schemes, yada, helping who he needs to help, just doing his thing, and then he will be marked as a really good MC in my book. But the fact that they took that extra step is risky. It is risky to take these kind of moves, especially for a character like Akira, which focus more on like
Oh, yeah.
results and like actions than like emotions. Um,
Yeah.
him realizing that, because like what Akira wants from life isn't just it's not just being number one in the game and yada yada yada. He did want. I mean, of course, we know he had family issues and yada yada yada, but the stuff Yuri brings him emotionally and Kumagiri, and like he looks up to these people. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think Akira would sees himself as better than them or stuff like that, but like with Gramps, Yuri, Kumagiri, he notices that these people just attract so many like other people to them because they're shining lights. They're like sunshines to people's lives and yada yada, and that's an effect Akira just doesn't have, and he realizes it because they shown in his life himself. So like he literally sees the effect they have, but he feels like he's just not capable of being that kind of guy. And then Kumagiri, Yuri, them giving him that boost, like nah, like you could take steps to be this kind of person. You could, whether learn to trust, not always try to scheme, have deep trust with someone else. You can learn these new emotions you never really relied on before. And that I found that amazing because you really didn't need this for Akira. Akira wasn't a character that needed more. Like he was more than good enough. But to still have him grow in after all this time, very bold move from the mangaka, and it worked out perfectly. Like the Akira, especially after Purgatory, because Akira probably would have worked with Emoto to beat Leonhardt. That
Yeah.
was a good, that was the play, and then work together to beat Mihan. And then even though that's the better play, Akira knows that if he does it a different way, he would feel better about himself.
As a
Like
person,
yeah,
yeah.
as a person, you feel, and then that's what matters. So he's just like, yeah, this is easier, more practical, but it's not like the other way is impossible. I can still make this other way work. And not only can I make it work, I can feel better about myself, feel better about my path, yada yada, and of course walk with more confidence. And then we saw he was able to handle it without a moto, yada yada, left the Mion stuff for later. And then we see him after that. We see that he does the way he approaches fights and emotional matters in the future. It is a bit different than it was in like chapter volume 4, volume 5. So that was just amazing to me. Like shout out Akira, and that's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah. Similar thing. I think Akira. I think one thing was fourth program did was it took the setup for third program because I think third program set up a lot of sprouts of in terms of character moment development for not just Akira, but for a lot of the different characters, and that payoff was so well done in the fourth program that
Yeah.
worked out well. Like the whole thing, like we had the third program kind of missed it, but we had the theory Akira telling Yuri about his powers, and Yuri's like it's so hard to trust other people, and then him like realizing the mistakes. Like I posted when the plan posted, it's like
And then the heart panel, right? Oh no. No. Maybe I'm the one. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'm the one. Wait, is that the one you're talking about?
yeah, that's the one where he uses like he realizes like the effect that Yuri like really see the effects that
Yeah,
Yuri has on
exactly.
him, and he uses the power of the thing. But the fourth program, I really loved it took the some of the setup in third program and executed it so well, while also having its own setup in that third program itself and executing it well. Like there's so many things where just like it's hard to the setting of these things up is hard, but just executing on top of that is even harder.
Yeah. Houston's very difficult. But
But
of
yeah,
course, Yuri herself, we always knew Yuri was very, and the thing is, I like how like Yuri's charm it comes from her personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course,
yeah,
I have no doubt that people Yuri's age in the series find her charming. Just off her looks. We know she has stalkers and shit like that. But I like it, like because Claire's a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? But like Yuri, she different, bro. The way she's able to, Yuri's so good. And the thing is, she's also not those super pure, honest people. Because remember, she's helping Akira lie. You know what I'm saying? But like, helping him lie doesn't hurt anybody else. So like, like it's one of those things where, because I feel like some people that make Akira, I mean, make people like Yuri, they're so obsessed with making her like the purest flower of all time. So it's like they won't allow any quote unquote stains. When it's like, bro, don't she don't gotta be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like exposing Akira to everyone else is not a good thing. Like you say, oh, but she's being honest. It's like I guess, but that's still not really a good thing, I would say. But yeah, so I like how she's not overly like I like how she's not inflexible with her thinking, and but and that's why I also like her fight with Amane because that's and I like how the talk with Amane it didn't get solved. It wasn't like a you know what let's come to an understanding and decide who's right because a lot of people that's why when I see these fake moralistic people, right, I always try to attack them because they don't understand what they're saying because they're like more about really I won't talk about the series but when they brought up like kids when they had the power of corpses I know you saw it differently but my thing about that is just like again if in situation where women and kids getting hurt that's of course buzzwords but if non-women and non-kids get hurt that's still a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really gotta overly emphasize certain buzzwords just to make yourself look like a, it's almost like they're using shock value to like promote themselves. But so yeah, so in situations where they try to gauge who's right or wrong, or who's justified. Bear in mind, these people like they'll be talking to two strangers, right? They see stranger one is fighting stranger two, and they both give their own account of why they're fighting, and then the MCU have to decide who's right. And I'm like, who's right sometimes don't even matter because number one, who are you to even judge their situation? You're just a random person, and two, sometimes they're both right. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes both sides, like what they're both doing or their conflict, like them engaging in that conflict is natural human behavior. So in a situation where there is no, I won't say there's no right or wrong, but when both sides are justified, what do you do? And then that's what I like with Amane. Amane helping Akira's dad is extremely justified. And then so in that situation, do you just let Akira just fall? Do you let him just fall? Do you? And then after that big like scene scenario, she realized, no, I'm gonna stand 10 toes for Akira regardless. It doesn't matter if in the future or in the past he screwed everyone up, or if this. At the end of the day, Akira with me here and now, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing with him through hell and high water. I'm standing with him. And then for me, that's the key in these scenarios. Because it's not really about right or wrong a lot of the time. It's just about who you're standing with. Whether you're standing with your family, yada, yada, yada. But a lot of people, they want to paint it as a right or wrong thing. Because then you're basically saying that if Akira is wrong, you let him die. I'm like, is that really the case? Most people know that's not the case. But you're making it sound like that's the case. When, So yeah, so I really like that they put they put Yuri in a situation where she can't just deem the opponent as wrong, And then because of that, of course, she had to grow and realize that it's not always just about right or wrong. I'm just gonna stand with Akira, yada yada. And those powerful feelings is what Akira needed after he, went through what he went through with his dad. We saw before Fifth Program started, he's out here breaking down because he really couldn't blame his dad, and that actually did end up saving him. And then he's just like, dang, he's really just trying to, do this for my mom, yada yada. Was I really that bad in the past life, yada yada yada? He's not sure what to do, but you said it straight up, like, it does not matter who you were. I'm gonna stand with you no matter what. I will be your constant, like I'll be, like, that fact of your life that I'll always be there. And then being that kind of person for someone, of course, helps give them strength. It helps you as well, yada yada yada. So I like that form of growth for Yuri, that. Because in the beginning, it did kind of look like she was one of those right or wrong characters. That's like, as long as you're justified, she'll help you. If you're not justified, she won't help, that kind of thing. But I like that she's more, because it's not like that part of her changed. It's just more refined. and it's not something you can take advantage of. You know, you can't be like, hey Yuri, I'm justified in doing this, so you can't do anything. You know, like you can't really try to find like a loophole in her logic now. Like it's she cemented it, she reaffirmed it, honed it to make it a bit stronger, and then now she's probably the strongest mentally now than she's ever been. So
Yeah, it's
shout out
they're
Yuri.
both their character arcs, but yeah, I'll talk about it a little more. But I'm gonna have to go to. I gotta wake up in like a few hours to go to work.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, and
So
again, we weren't gonna go super in depth for program anyway. So
we
yeah,
did like yeah, kind of unfortunately we did spend more time on like the, well, at least we kind of got through like
That was the goal because I wasn't. You know, we're gonna go super in depth for program like almost scene by scene, like
okay
at a,
yeah.
at a later date. Because
I,
again, I'm running my best arc agenda, so I have to really explain why I think so.
yeah, and I think yeah, I gotta get that and the way we talked about like third program, first and second, at least we like gotta set up the Loki. We like mangaka. We set the stage up so
Yeah,
that fourth program is gonna
exactly.
be even
Yes,
harder
sir. Yes, sir.
because
Yes,
there's
sir.
so much things. Because hey, man, one of the funniest scenes is like I should not be laughing. Is
I already know the sister, right?
yeah, they
Yeah.
were
Because
just
I always call her useless, but she had a use. She had a use, bro. If she
yeah,
was not there, Akira would be dead right now. He would be dead. So hey,
that was it
sis.
was such a thing. That's why I love manga in a way because it's the
Yeah.
one. It's probably the best or like graphic novels is the best medium for surprises, right? Because it's like even in books when you're reading a book, it's just kind of like you get to explain what happens or like it's
Yeah.
kind of thing. And this one, you just flip a page,
Pop. You're like, what?
pop.
What? When did this happen? What's going on? It's like, yo, bro. All right, wait. So how long? Okay, dang, 2 hours 30 minutes, bro. I mean, even get to really go into four pro. See, we be talking, bro. I know.
I mean, Loki, like we even get to
Yeah,
in depth and
we were really summarizing too. Like
learn,
we could have
like
went a
yeah.
bit deeper with their program and stuff.
First and
But
second, it kind of made sense because they're super small, so it's kind of easy to
yeah,
go
yeah.
in depth. But like third, like just yeah, but
But all
yeah,
right, Liz, thank you for joining us. You know, we really appreciate it. We going
yeah.
we gonna
Thank
be
you.
back eventually.
Maybe yeah, we will be back. You want to do fourth program first and abilities? So it makes sense, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because
That
then we
makes
could
sense.
just then. But yeah, it was nice talking. I really loved this series. If you didn't, if you thought that if you just seen us talk about like, mind you, all most of the what we talked about besides the fourth program, this happens the first like 60 chapters,
Yep.
and this is
Oh
like a,
yeah. Don't get me started.
and this is like, what's it? Yeah, it's like the first 65 other like they basically in the first 65 chapters. So
Oh,
you gotta remember, like
wasn't
if you,
Harlong Park like in the 70s? The
I think
80s?
so.
God, bro. So four programs started with Harlong Park. No,
Yeah.
let me not run agenda. Let me not run agenda. But
Yeah, and then yeah, man. So like, I'll just tell people, yeah, like, this is the thing, fourth program, and this is a 200 chapter manga. 200 like we're like 220 plus chapters in the first three programs happened 60 chapters, and we already called it elite. I think even by then, you were calling it elite. I was calling
yeah.
it elite, but yeah, nice talking.
Yep. All right, Liz. Sleep well. We can catch you
Yeah,
next time.
you're not off.
All right. All right. So wrapping up, just like Liz said, uh, third program. I don't know when exactly it starts, but I mean when it exactly ends. But within like the first, was it 7 volumes? Yeah, but there's within the first like 6, 7, 8 volumes, so much good content happened. I'd say the third program was very good art. You know, I won't say out of all manga, the arc's like crazy, but I'll say it's one of the better arcs for sure. You know, it's a really good arc. You're gonna remember it. You're gonna remember it. I'll say that the beginning setup was a bit, you know, like it's just good, not like insane. but payoff, fights, all of that was amazing. Like the way they moved, great. And then fourth program, like we'll do another vid just going over fourth program, but y'all do not understand how good that arc is. That's easily one of the best arcs I've read. And then when it comes to modern manga, that arc ended this year. This year, bro. So good. I mean, it's a long arc. No pacing issues. Nothing. Fight's amazing. Scenes amazing. Ah, that arc will take me back. But yeah, Battle in 5 Seconds, good manga. Now I'll say you won't regret reading it. I don't think anyone will regret reading it. Yeah, it's just great, bro. Fantastic. So, well, I'm definitely gonna milk this series. So I'm gonna probably talk again, but we're gonna have an agenda discussion stream with about for a program with Liz. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. And then we're gonna do some tier list stuff. So ability tier list. That's gonna be one of the main ones. Tier list for their superpowers. We definitely will have to break that down. These powers are too good. And yeah, then maybe we might do like IQ, IQ tier list, character tier list. I guess I won't do character tier list. I'll do IQ tier list though. So yeah, I feel like character tier lists will probably be the same as Liz. Like not like in order, but like in terms of tiers. Like an S tier character, I feel like those are pretty straightforward. You know, like who was the S tier character in the series? I believe it's straightforward. But yeah, so yeah, but IQ that's debatable. That's debatable. I'm gonna try to do an order. So yeah, so look forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Look forward to it. About 5 seconds again is a good read. So check the description for links to like my main channel, links to my other stuff, new vids, link to the Patreon, and yeah. So had a good time, and I'll catch y'all at another stream.